Welcome back to Valorant Intramurals Playoffs hosted by Berkeley Legends. Tonight we have a quarterfinals matchup between Team Evori and Team Reaver, two teams with some heavy-hitting names. For what I am sure is about to be a personal grudge match between the two highest ranks and two legendary IM stompers, Jetcracker and Lilac. For tonight's cast, it's me, Connor,
And
alongside...
I'm Omize, and yes, we've got a banger of a matchup, both insta-locking the Clove. Actually, Lilac, yep, both of them immediately on the Clove, looking to make big impact from that smokes roll. Who do you think's got this?
Dude, I don't know. It's hard to say. I think Team Reaver did come into this as a higher seed, but Lilac on Team Evori for a while actually wasn't playing, so they definitely lost some matches because he was not there. But he is back and he's better than ever, so this is low-key gonna be a crazy game. We're seeing Phoenixes, we're seeing Cloves. We got the pub stomping comps on both sides. I'm expecting a massive bloodfest, and I couldn't imagine a better map to start it off on than Haven.
Yeah, one of the older maps in the pool, so both teams have familiarity with it. So this should be a great match to see who's come out with something new today, though.
I'm with you 100%. I will say, though, Breach is an unusual pick on Haven. It's not that it wasn't meta in the past, at least for a little bit. But to see an IM, it's a bit of a difficult pick because Breach does require a lot of teamwork to make it work. And considering you already do have flashes, I guess we got to see what Dragudon can actually do with their stun.
I mean, in Tier 1, Breach is terrible, lowest win rate in the entire game. But here in IMs, with a lot of lower ranks, those flashes get harder to turn.
I absolutely agree. And also, the stun does have a lot of value, especially against that Neon, if you can actually land it. But the hardest part will be actually landing that stun, so it's going to be a lot of pressure on Dragudon to see what they can do with that pick.
Yeah, it'll definitely be interesting. Team Evori coming out with a Neon. Pretty interesting pick. I haven't really seen too much Neon this IM season. I'm excited to see what they can do.
It's definitely been a pick that's increasing in popularity within IMs, but it is also hard to play, and so notoriously, a lot of Neons do not have great first blood first death ratios, and that's just how it is. One thing I didn't notice, though, is MacBook Air is on Phoenix. He did have a notorious duelist incident at an IM Grand Finals a couple of years ago, and locking Reyna and unfortunately losing that Game 5. So Jetcracker probably not too happy seeing his old teammate on duelist right now.
Jetcracker getting flashbacks, but he's going to be going into B fast, so he doesn't have time for those flashbacks.
Lost in the sauce, face taking the trip, but not getting punished, so it's going to be Team Reaver already in B quite cleanly. And it's going to be a 5v5 retake on this pistol round.
A fast B pop, great call out of Jetcracker, and they've gotten the bomb down with great positioning. The retake's about to start, though.
Dragudon taking first contact. Lilac, though, really nice kill with the classic. Probably gets that overheal. It's going to look to pop off in this round. Lost in the sauce, so the backside can only find one. But it's going to be a 3v2 still in favor of Evori on this retake. Bomb gets stumped by Rindog so far. He's about to get half, and he does get it. Jetcracker looking to get the spam, but he can't get any of the kills and can't let any of the shots. But he does take out Lilac before he goes down. And iPad Air with 3 on the pistol. That is a huge round to start off the game for Team Reaver. For Evori.
Not only does iPad Air get 3, she also pops the cage perfectly to cover the planner just for that little bit longer and gets the stick and an easy round win for Team Evori on that retake. It's just a little unfortunate that Team Reaver, they just didn't seem to have that many on site. Not many fighting together. Everyone just took ones, and a quick and easy cleanup for Team Evori.
Yeah, I'm just not a huge fan of starting B on these rushes, just in general, because it is so easy to retake, and we saw it right there. But it looks like Team Reaver is going to run it back and do maybe the same thing as they're going to start B and start grass and look for this pick on what might be 2-inch Destroyer.
They break the trip this time, but they're really not going to be pushing that space too heavily. 2-inch Destroyer just looking around, but they're about to run into the Ares here.
Air and Chad Park looking like a mirror matchup right here, because this is exactly what Chad would do. Really wants to jump out of this window smoke. He's going to invest both flashes and the spam, but he's not going to find any kills, and in fact, might get taken out himself, but he doesn't.
Jetcracker has a timing.
Getting active, and iPad Air finds a bunch of different things before getting traded, and MacBook Air finds one on Jetcracker, Lilac with another, so number is still favor of Evori. Lost in sauce, can't land the shots. Albert Chen under pressure. It's going to be a quick cleanup and a 3v1 all of a sudden. And yes, Team Evori clean it up. Overall, not a bad anti-eco round.
Team Reaver get the first pick, but the team is there to support the fallen player, and it's just getting another easy cleanup for Evori. 2 kills is not that bad for Reaver, but you hope to see that bomb getting down if you want that extra money. Well, they're going to be running into a pretty weak bonus, though, so this should have a easy chance of closing this round out.
I concur. Although, on the other side, Yeah, okay, we're not gonna see any outlaws, so Jetcracker and Lost in the Sauce shouldn't be under any immediate pressure. But yeah, look to them to open up this round for their team.
A fast C pop coming against the E couple. Can they hold the site?
Cybercam does get spotted out. Mathbig Air doesn't get spotted though. Might only seem like there's one on site, but Mathbig Air, good flash, takes out Albert 10, but gets instantly traded. It's gonna be the C site wide open for Reaver. So really nice C exit there with all the ability.
Jetcracker is now in a prime position with that Phantom. This is gonna be really hard, and it's gonna rely on the back of Lilac and that Rhine Dog drone.
Jetcracker one on ult too. If he gets that, he definitely will secure this round for his team. And the drone doesn't spot him, so Jetcracker might be going untouched in this backside area. Dodges the stun, gets a kill, and gonna get the res. So unless he gets punished right here for getting out of the res, this should be a round win. Jetcracker does survive.
Just gonna stall the clock.
Lilac with a jumping short from the back, takes him out. Lilac with a third in the round. Popping off absolutely, it's gonna be the 1v1. Lilac versus Lost in the Sauce, the smoke is still up. Gonna get a refresh on the smoke. Lost in the Sauce has to spray the right areas, but it's forced to reload, grabs the gun. And he's gonna find it. Lost in the Sauce with a 3K of his own. A big bonus round. Despite all the numbers being lost, the round win is so big.
Just about got that kill on the earlier diffuser, and if he had gotten half, I think that round would have been in Lilac's favor, but you know that Evori just made that round super expensive for Reaver. Not only did they get out almost every single gun, but they also get out that Clover, which Jetcracker had been building toward.
Yeah, absolutely. That Clover would have been so nice to snowball. But now look at the buy, right? The only ult you have is Lost in the Sauce with his Phoenix ult, and your buy is just not that great, especially compared to avoiding the other side. It's gonna be a hard round for Team Reaver.
Plus the Odin's out now, so Mathbook Air on his comfort choice of weaponry, and Lilac one off that res. So this round is looking very tough for Reaver. A slower pace coming out for sure compared to those first 3 rounds. So it looks like Jetcracker is going to go exploring, and they're going to rely on him to win this round.
It's going to be Jetcracker feeling brave, walking up A by himself, does manage to crouch the dart. His short stature IL might be paying off, but it doesn't matter. Does get spotted eventually by Rhine Dog.
No peeking.
He's going to drop the smoke, but it's going to be a stack heavy right now for Evori. So right now, Team Reaver leave. This could be their best chance to win this round, and when they look the most dangerous.
Yeah, it's going to be on the back of iPad Air here. Just gets the dart. Might opt to back out, especially against this rush, and just play retake.
iPad Air, nothing to do here, just get full blind. Really nice flash from Justin, Lost in the Sauce, gets one, stays alive, and is still in the action, but Mathbook Air on his comfort weapon, as you said, does find 2 very big kills, as Lilac with the res is looking for this kill, and does find it and gets the res. Jetcracker 1v2, Jetcracker 1v1, he finds his own 3 in the round.
Battle of the Titans.
Jetcracker with the 4K! Oh, he is just a little more icy.
Ooh, that's the matchup we want to see, and Jetcracker is going to get it early. Both of them sitting at 8 and 4, but we clearly know who's winning that battle.
Yeah, who dares to swing who right there? Jetcracker, the D1 player, sits down the D2 player. Lilac, nice try. Try me again. And yeah, it's going to be momentum back in the favor of Reaver with a very critical round win.
Yeah, both of them instantly hit the dink, but Jetcracker just a little bit faster on that pull down to get the kill.
Yeah, look at the guns on the other side. The only one with the actual rifle in this round is Rhine Dog with that Guardian. 2-inch Destroyer though, Neon with shotguns can always be dangerous. Also, the shot might not be ready for what's coming, but it doesn't matter. A Guardian at close range finds the headshot to 2-inch to open up almost the entirety of A site, but it's gonna be a fast clutch from Evori, and Lost in the Sauce won't get taken out, but it doesn't matter. The info is gathered. Dragging down with spams through the smoke, takes out Lilac as well. So all of a sudden, iPad Air with the classic and half armor, all by your lonesome in CT. Is there anything you can really do? Jetcracker wants the ult point, and he gets it. Clean round, much needed for Team Reaver.
Now he's sitting one off that not dead yet, and it's just going to be another snowball round for Reaver. Hitting into that low buy, you don't really expect Lost in Sauce to win that close range against a judge, but he comes out on top, gets the run it back through the site, and it's just an easy pickings for Reaver.
Absolutely, and this is what we mean by momentum as well, right? A couple of these kills swinging the wrong direction, and all of a sudden, Jetcracker one off full, and then round swing as well, right? Like, now Reaver's up when they could have easily been snowballed into like a 4-1 or 4-0.
True, and now a little bit of a different look coming out as they walk down B. Are Team Reaver expecting this in the slightest?
Oh no, Albert Chen ends up keeping right back into the open, but it's gonna be a very big stun. Catches 2 of them in the corner. Two Destroyer gonna go down first, and Lilac under pressure, but Jetcracker with 2 finds both the stun players stuck in the corner with nowhere to go. iPad Air and Rindog, pressures on them. Rindog has a potential timing here, but Jetcracker looks pretty ready, but no! Rindog tries the timing, Jetcracker caught unaware, but it doesn't matter. Rindog is taken out right after iPad Air, and it's another clean round for Team Reaver.
Only win for Team Evori there is that Jetcracker once again wasted his ult, but you know, that's really not enough of a victory lap for them. Team Reaver had a great stun on the side of Draggy Dawn, just a perfect one right into that corner, and Jetcracker just cleaned him up, so it's really looking great for Team Reaver earlier into this Haven attack.
Absolutely. I mean, it doesn't even matter if he uses his ult if he's farming him this quickly. That was the second ult of the game already, so it's only like halfway into the half.
True. The battle of the Lilac and Jetcracker is going the way of Jetcracker.
Camera taken out.
As of nowadays, and it's like another C-Rush, but this time Lilac will be there early, but he just has a Sheriff, so it's definitely not easy to help flood this site. And yeah, it's going to be everybody on Team Evori just offsite completely. Lilac might want to catch another timing, just like how Rindog did on Jetcracker, but it doesn't look like he's going to take that risk, and honestly, I think that's for the better.
Jetcracker is going to have another chance to farm up these ult points, already getting that plan into this round, and he's looking to get aggressive, take that fight on CT.
Yeah, that's here for the Dragidon. Jetcracker is a little bit low. He can't definitely die in this spot if he gets spammed. It's not easy to play, and yeah, the stuns are going to come out, as well as the Sobel being invested in this round, and Lilac with a nice headshot of the Sheriff, but it doesn't matter because everybody else on Team Reaver is shooting.
Excellent job by Team Reaver here, and yeah, it's just a formality at this point. Rindog goes down, and they're just going to spend 2 ults into a complete eco. I don't really know if I like that play, to be honest.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad that we caught that Jetcracker whiff, because that boy is not shooting straight that round, so good catch by the OBS.
This is the only time that he can really get away with that against the weaker weaponry. His team's there to clean it up, but some might say that your whiff earlier was worse.
Yeah, except there's no documentation of that, so nothing can be confirmed. But we did see is Jetcracker whipping on that CT guy.
That's true. That's on Twitch now. All right, Team Reaver looking back to go to their fast pace with a fast A here. Nice stun from Draggy Dawn, and they're just going to march up long immediately.
Both on both sides. Looks like they're going to be doing a fast A take and a fast A flood at the same time. It's a big breach ult though, and it's looking like Evori are still going to be able to flood out onto the site. Destroyer playing very carefully in this survival smoke, but everybody's on site. And Destroyer does find one and actually finds two, because Albert Chen once again keeping right into the heart of danger. And all the trades are going in favor of Team Evori, and it's a quick wipe.
Wow, Team Evori fast on that 2-inch Destroyer, easily the MVP of that round. The breach ult really didn't find as much value as it should have, just because of that one relay bolt from 2-inch Destroyer. Perfectly timed, perfectly placed, and really they couldn't take the site as fast as they wanted to. And then she just gets 2, so props to her.
And it's looking like this over-rotate strat is working quite well for Evori, because the only gun round that they did lose was that one where they walked down mid, and then the other rounds were ecos. So I feel like as long as Team Reaver is attempting these rushes, Evori is going to keep playing this fast flood playstyle.
Yeah, and here Team Reaver has completely spread out again, realizing that their A-pop didn't work, so they're going to go back to the basics.
You want to play? Let's play.
Albert Chen on that chamber has popped his ult, so he's going to look to get a pick with the op early, but right now he's just sitting in spawn. Going back and forth.
Yeah, it's looking like a slow round this time, so Evori not able to play that fast rotate. Lost in the sauce. Reminiscent of earlier, he's going to walk up and contact this front B trip, knows it's there, and as of now is safe from Lilac, which is kind of important.
Yeah, he's looking for a time to get the pick, but while his team is just going to drone garage, great drone here, gets the info, gets the smoke, and now
right into the waiting arms of Matt Flick Air, but no, Albert Chen, a quick flick after getting dinked, gets a big opening kill to potentially open up this C split opportunity, but no, Team Reaper going to be looking like they're going to back up and play it slow, which is absolutely the correct play in this situation.
Yeah, they avoid Lilac just barely, who was looking to farm up that not dead yet again, and now they're denying info, so this is going to be a really tricky round for Team Evori to handle, especially with their C anchor down.
Yeah, what a tough round out for Evori, as lost in the spots, creating a lot of pressure from B, actually magnetizing 4 people to play in case of this B pop, but yeah, look, Team Reaver gonna have a full open C site, so as long as the garage players don't get caught, which Henry might just get caught, and lost in the sauce, not quite able to find the trade eventually, but gets traded out himself by Lilac. It's gonna be a 3v3 at the end of the day, so not a horrible situation for Evori after that tough start of a round.
Jetcracker's super low with Albert Chen, so this is actually going to be really difficult for him to find the win here.
Oh, but iPad Air eats the flash and is going to be walking straight into the bolts of Dragidon. Jetcracker, though, on scan, can't stay alive. It's two 1 HP players, and all of a sudden, it's now just Albert Chen who has to open this round and now close it.
I don't think he's going to really have the chance. The perfect counter to that. Chamber off, and it's just a formality again. Reindog with the defuse, Lilac, a good cleanup, and Team Evori finds their 4th round, looking to get closer to that equalizer.
Yeah, Jetcracker, I'm not too sure if he knows that Cypher makes you X-rayed on the map, but instead of backing up, decides to play closer to the smoke and immediately get spammed after that second ping. So you're gonna have to talk about, gonna show that example Jordan in the bot view, but like, yeah, I mean, I gotta say, he might have conquered his team that round.
Hey, Unk's still in 2022 when the Cypher ult only had 1 ping. He's forgetting things.
Honestly, maybe I'm too old too, but I forgot about that as well. I didn't even know that was a thing.
This goes here.
All right, well, Team Evori back, or Team Reaver back to that slower pace or faster pace with a quick C pop here, with the run it back coming down long.
Oriful Phoenix Soul is gonna force everybody on Team Evori off site, which is gonna be a very important, another 5v5 retake actually that we've seen. So very important space gathered, and can Team Reaver actually disrupt this retake this time, or are they just gonna bowl over like wet paper towels?
Mathbook Air with a ult of his own. Won't find too much value himself, but will allow the trade to come through.
Once again, trades are 4v4, and Henry still doesn't get spotted, has a chance to line them all up. Finds one, and Lilac under pressure from both sides. Jetcracker pinching him in, hitting him with the Eiffel Tower. Lilac is pwned, Dragidon finds the last 2, and it's gonna be a clean 4 alive for Team Reaver at the end of all this.
Evori might have to talk about object permanence at the end of that round. I think they just completely forgot that there was a player in the corner that they saw twice. I don't know what's going through the comms there, but Team Reaver will definitely take that round win. Dragidon with nice shots at the end, and we're going back to a little bit of an older strategy with the B walk down here. Team Evori trying to find what sticks.
Yeah, and you gotta say, it's maybe the aggression and the attention that Jetcracker commands that made them forget that Henry was in that corner. But it doesn't matter, because right now we're seeing another B walk down. This time they're not punished, but Team Reaver with a great read, just straight up Isaac into C, into an empty home pretty much.
Yeah, and with Sova, the Hunter's Fury, the Not Dead Yet, and that Rolling Thunder, I really don't think that Team Evori is going to have too much of a chance into this round, especially with no ults of their own.
Henry spots out Mathbook Air. This flank is going to be spotted. Drone might not be invested though, as Henry looks to want to take this fight, but he does have Sobel, so dying here would be a little bit catastrophic. But it doesn't matter around because Lilac opens up the site for himself on this retake. Tries to find 3, but he can't. Jetcracker 1, but in the res, in the open, it looks like he's going to get knocked out. Somehow managed to survive and find 1, find 2. 3 in the round total. Won't be able to miss Mathbook Air, and he's good for it.
God.
Jetcracker making something out of nothing. I don't know how he did that.
Yeah, a little bit of a whiff, but they're going to find the round win. Reaver with a complete question mark of a win. I thought they would win with the Rolling Thunder, but you know what? They'll take whatever they can get.
Yeah, ice cold right there from Jetcracker. Was absolutely struggling to get out there. I don't know how he even survived coming out of that clove res, but hits the movement and just absolutely sauces them up.
Gotta go.
Jetcracker showing again who's the better of the two. Cloves sitting at 18 and 9, carrying his team to a nice 7-4 lead and pushing Evori down to an unfortunate eco.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. 2-inch destroyer just as a classic on this angle. Hopefully gonna be able to bait them in with the Bucky, but I don't know if Lost and Sauce is gonna fall for this.
Off your feet!
Oh, it's gonna be another early breach invested. 2-inch destroyer gets caught out by it. Is gonna be able to survive. Not the air, good molly, but isn't actually gonna be able to stop Jetcracker from getting to the site. And once again, it's another open site for Team Reaver as they just walk in.
Oh, good Hunter's Fury.
Jetcracker could die here. Kaiser just lost this also. Just managed to kill before he can find one. And all of a sudden, yep, round is in control of Team Reaver because Jetcracker is still alive and Lilac is dead.
Lilac trying to pull the same Jetcracker play, but Jetcracker knows his tricks. Shuts the Not Dead Yet down, and Team Evori just an unfortunate half for them, sitting at 4 and 8. But you know what? Reaver will be really happy with that half.
I mean, on defense, it could always be worse. 4 is definitely not ideal, but it's not unplayable. And given the way that IMS tends to go, where once one team gets starts snowballing, it can be really, really hard to stop if you're on attack. So, hope it's definitely not gone yet if you're a team of Evori.
Yeah, two things going for them. One, Neon is really good at attack, and two, attack is the favorite side in IMs because it allows your top players to take the fights that you want to take. And they're going to head into the A site with Lilac leading the charge, so let's see what ends up happening in this second pistol round.
Interesting decision, but Brian Dog has a Sheriff. I'm not normally opposed, but just in general, Shocks or Drone can definitely be a very, very useful tool when you're trying to attack. But as of this moment, Evori are starting out really slow, so maybe no drone required if you're in contact everywhere.
Hey, I'm a fan of the Silva Deagle buy. It's a great buy.
I think so as well, but this is an interesting way to take a main. I've never really seen this, but they're all hugging up against each other, and they're not going to find anybody, but it looks like Team Reaver do have the read. Henry, though, walking away, but everybody else walking towards A.
Early survival smoke coming out from Jackcracker, but it's going to be the correct decision. Good stun.
Good stun. Great stun from Dragon Dawn. Can they land the shots? But no, iPad Air takes them out. And Twitch Destroyer comes out with the story as well. Rhino gets one as well for himself, finds two. And yeah, it's going to be a 4v1 all of a sudden. Albert Chen left all alone, wondering what happened to his teammates on A.
Spike planted.
I'm not scared, but that's all he's going to get is a consolation kill for 200 credits. And Twitch Destroyer finds a second in the round, and it's a very, very critical pistol round going in favor of Team Evori.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, to get that kill, he had to spend 200 credits and bullets, though, so not too much of a consolation. And Team Evori get their second pistol into this game.
Looking at this anti-eco, it should be pretty clean as we see two guns, hopefully a third alongside that shotgun. There we go. Yeah, we got 3 rifles going. And it's going to be a... No, okay. No, some people are buying some sheriffs. And Jetcracker, not known for his sheriff aim because it's kind of wacky, but is able to land some shots at times. Let's see if he can do anything this round.
Yeah, he does have the one-on-one against Lilac coming up. Oh, never mind. Lilac's going back long. So, and the Cypher Cam will spot them out. So I think Team Evori is just going to rush into the C site.
Absolutely, and yeah, it's just going to be like you said, it's a rush in, and the C site has been vacated already. Team Reaver doing the Evori special, a 5v5 retake, but this one's looking pretty impossible.
Yeah, it's going to be Jetcracker's terrible sheriff aim against Team Evori, and that's not going to go their way.
Jetcracker landing no shots in this round, the most damage coming out from Henry, and it's going to be a nice and clean anti-eco, all 5 staying alive for Team Evori.
The expected result and a mirror of what we saw on Team Evori's attack side as well, or Team Reaver's attack side, excuse me, where they saw Team Evori walk down mid and then immediately elected to go C. So same time, same play, different time, same play, and Team Evori is going to have to struggle with a bonus or have a decent bonus coming into this 15th round? Yeah, 15th round.
Narrative shifted in the second half, though. Both the Cloves only have 3 ult orbs combined, when at this time last half, they both almost had their ults.
Yeah, I think he ulted 3rd round, actually.
Lost in the sauce, under a lot of pressure here, finds the shotgun, finds one, can't get a second as Lilac finds a critical trade. Albert Chen's gonna be left alone on the C site, but it doesn't look like he's actually gonna take any more contact at this point. His strip's still up, because it looks like Team Evori is pivoting into a B hit.
Draggy Dawn is going... Oh, very unfortunate for him.
A bit of a Make-A-Wish spam from Lilac. You know he definitely didn't mean to do that.
Doesn't find the kill, but it's going to find the damage, and it's going to make this side a lot harder. I spoke too soon.
Jetcracker with the long-range snipe with the Bulldog takes out iPad Air, who wasn't ready for that angle. And it's going to be numbers going back in favor of Team Reaver as Team Evori, maybe a little bit desperate now, are looking to speed up towards A.
They have 3 rifles, though, so this is not a weak bonus in the slightest. And... are they going to clear him?
Molly. And Henry, though, says, I don't care about that, Molly. I'm going to stand in it, and I'm going to get 3.
Albert Chen with a great distraction from Henry. Wait, you know what? Honestly, I don't know what happened. That was a crazy play from Henry. Lost his... yeah. You know what?
I'm pretty sure Henry just manifested the iPad, or the MacBook Air Odin turret with a Phantom and said, I'm locking down my space. I'm taking a page of the DMZ playbook. I'm just standing right here. I'm killing all 3 of you guys.
Yeah, MacBook Eric thought he cleared that corner with the molly, but I guess
he kind of did. But what can you do when your opponent's a psycho and just stands there? That was just an alpha diff. I can't even lie.
Nice ego from Henry to get 3 into that round.
Wait, but why did he pick up the Bucky? He just popped up with the Phantom. I thought that was somebody else's job. He deserves that Phantom. Give it back.
All right, fast hit from Evori here. Gonna head into that trip.
Does he want to make the play? Really wants to hold this window space contest, which isn't necessarily wrong, but if you jump out with a flash, you are going to be under a lot of pressure.
Nice util from Dragidon, pushes them out of that garage space, and now they're going to have to scramble to find out what to do next. Drone coming out B, while the rest of the team goes C, but Jetcracker's here and waiting for this.
Henry, it's going to be hard for him to play the hero again this round because he is stuck behind that trip on A. And it's looking like Team Evori are going to be picking the right site, walking the Jetcracker. But no, Jetcracker finds MacBook Air.
Down. C.
Good heal, good metal, and good smoke is going to allow Albert Chen to get the second pick into the round, and now it's looking hard for Evori to
Evori
win.
are scrambling. Henry broke the trip and ran all the way back. So now look, Evori are so worried about the flank that they have to full clear their spawn. And Lost in the Sauce might be able to capitalize off of this conditional pressure as he hears all of them running towards A. Henry also spotting as well, so a lot of early info here for Reaver to try to figure out what Evori are up
30
to.
seconds left.
They're going back to garage where they started. Nope. I honestly don't know what they're doing. Now heading back toward garage, but Lost in the Sauce wants it.
Lost in the Sauce is so ready for that. Look at the reaction times. Finds one, finds two, takes that Lilac, iPad Air, and Jetcracker, despite missing like 5 bullets right before that, does headshot Ryan Dog. That one's probably lucky as well.
No Odin for him, but he'll take the win anyway. And Jetcracker, again, showing why he's the better of the two Cloves, sitting at 23 and 11 and leading his team to victory with the early pick into that round.
They are neck and neck in this Clove ult orb race, though. They're both 5 out of 8 and haven't had a res this half yet.
Yeah, Team Evori's money is in shambles, so this is going to be a really hard thrifty for them to win. Looking for a fast B pop, it looks like.
And let's see if Jetcracker can hit some kills without crouching. My bet is no, but I do want to see if he can actually pull off a multi-frag this round.
Well, he is the lone defender of B? Yeah, lone defender of B.
Gives him survival smoke for the opponents to walk into. Don't know about that one. Dragidon, though, wants to take first. Jetcracker finds a walk-in. Does get one without crouching. Good for Jetcracker, although he does end up dying for it. Lost in the Sauce. Gets one, flashes out. Knows somebody's gone, but can't take out iPad Air. A big kill onto that Phoenix ult denies any further value.
So 3v3 is what we're left with. Team Reaver with good positioning gets iPad Air.
Lost in Sauce and Henry backs against the wall in that A-Link side, managed to hold it down.
Spike
And Lost in
planted.
Sauce might have a timing on Lilac, who isn't aware that Lost in Sauce could be this far out. And there we go, a big 3K for himself. Finds 4 and finds 5. Oh my god, Lost in the Sauce! A quick little 5K to turn this round around for Team Reaver.
Wow, what a destruction. Beautiful spray transfer at the end. Oh my god, that's going to leave Team Evori in shambles.
What an incredible round by Lost in the Sauce. Finds the early kills, manages to stay alive after that Phoenix ult, locks down the A-Link space, walks into the timing, catches Lilac times 2, and then closes out the round in that transfer. That was beautiful.
He shows Jetcracker how to hold down that B site, and yeah, just a nice round win out of him. Team Evori finally has money, so they might be able to get something done on this A site.
Jordan Jetcracker Stanton really thought he was the main character in that round, trying to walk out of that smoke. Gets instantly punched and Lost in the Sauce says, I'm actually the real carry on both League and VAL. So let me show you what's up. But this round, though, Ryan Dog wants this early pick on Henry with the Sobel. It's going to be a fast A hit from Evori. Pooch is already in, but once again, it's going to be a quick, fast A flood coming out. MacBook Air managed to get out backside. Don't know how this has happened. Jetcracker going for heavy spam, not finding anything. And yeah, it's going to be a clean A site, and numbers are going to be even in this A site fight and eventual retake.
2-inch Destroyer is left down pretty low, though, so this is looking a little hard for Evori.
Big scan, though. Jetcracker finds one off. Finds 2 out of heaven. Don't know how that's happened. Finds a third. Don't know why people are giving him ones, but yeah, Jetcracker from an unpredictable location there managed to get 3.
Yeah, and now he's going to be on that not dead yet. Up 12-6. Evori is going to have to dig deep if they want to come back from this one.
Yep. And Lost in the Sauce, despite not having as many highlights as Jetcracker, is pretty much matching him in the kill department. Obviously, he had that incredible 5K earlier, but Lost in the Sauce and Jetcracker doing a lot in this game right now to keep this dominant scoreline going.
Yeah, it is really the difference maker in this game because Team Evori has only one person that's shooting right now, while Team Reaver has 2, so that's going to be making the difference.
Yeah, we finally see an op pulled up from Albert Chen. Obviously incredibly dangerous down C long if you just hold all of that space by yourself. But another front B start for Team Evori as they seem to really want to default to this comfortable B walk-up. Maybe Lilac finding subtle influences from his Trad Park IGL.
A slow walk into garage coming out from Lilac. He's going to aim to break the trip at least early.
wants somebody to bait so he doesn't get insta shotgun in the garage, knowing how many times he will play there. And instead he's going to opt to go back towards front B.
Might find a one-on-one against Jetcracker. Nope, he gets smoked off, and I don't know really what they're doing around outside this B space.
Yeah, they're looking a little bit lost, a little bit dazed and confused, because they don't exactly know where they want to go. 2-inch Destroyer is going to be the one to brave up, and it's going to be the one to take first contact in the garage. Flash it a little bit off, it doesn't really matter. Jetcracker playing the dangerous position, can easily get spammed here. Is he going to jump out and make the play? He is! He's going to find one, finds the bomb active of all things, but he can't find another, and Skylash is going to get that critical trade, and Jetcracker does still choose the Riot, and I don't think he's going to be able to get out this time.
One enemy remaining.
No, it doesn't matter though. Despite dying, Dragidon capitalizes on that pressure and gets 3. And Bambook by himself in a 1v2 keeps him in the game. It doesn't matter because Dragidon this time finds 4.
Defenders win.
Everybody on Team Reaver having their own hero moments and then close out this first game 13-6 in a dominant fashion.
Team Reaver showing why they are the better team on this map. The higher seed in this matchup. A statement win on Haven.
Absolutely. I mean, Jetcracker 411 ACS. Lilac 354, not quite as strong, but still a very, very good showing. But the real contender here is Lost in the Sauce. And also props to Dragdown towards the end, but Lost in the Sauce has some absolutely huge rounds. Honestly, like, that was an incredible game played out of both of them.
Yeah, 5 first bloods was really the difference maker, and Team Reaver as a whole didn't even have like an insane amount of first bloods, but it didn't matter. The Team Reaver was just able to close out the rounds in the late game.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Jetcracker was really feeling himself towards the end, making a lot of pretty irresponsible plays, if I could put it in gentle terms. But it doesn't really matter because it does end up paying off towards the end.
Hey, it's
and let's see,
irresponsible.
are we ready to hop right back into map 2?
Looks like it.
And yeah, we got the good go from broadcast, so we are ready as we hop into map 2, which I believe is going to be Bind. Oh, Lost in the Sauce looking to clip that ace.
I mean, I'd want to clip that ace too. That was really nasty, especially the space transfer at the end. All right, he's out, and we might be getting ready to go back into this second map, which is going to be Bind. A nice, also old map. So Team Evori and Team Reaver will probably be comfortable here.
Okay, MathBook Air, I think no longer on that duelist duty. It's going to be playing Gecko, which I personally don't mind on Bind. I think it's quite strong, but he is really, really hard to play. Like, obviously, the wingman planting bomb and defusing bomb is always great, but reclaiming your flashes and your mollies and your wingman is not always the easiest task in IM, so let's see how much Gecko value can actually get here as Jetcracker and Lilac. Once again, we're getting the Clove off, and let's see if we get another Battle of the Titans between the two of them.
Expected Clove off, but what's not expected is now Rhindog has shifted to this Neon. Last map playing Sova, but he's gonna say to 2-inch Destroyer, it's time for him to shine.
Yeah, absolutely. Different person's time to try Neon and see if anybody can actually get that win with this coveted Neon pick. Dragon on the other side, I can't lie, I am a fan of Breach on Bind. I think this is one of the best cheese picks you can make because Breach does actually have a lot of surprisingly good lines, like stun lines on this map, and you can catch out a lot of people who are gonna do their standard little showers or long or short fights, just with that stun right off the bat.
Yeah, I mean, hookah, long showers, all of them kind of just straight corridors, perfect for that Breach stun to go right through. And last map, he was actually owning with the util. I saw lots of really great timing stuns.
Yeah, I was really impressed. We did point out Dragon in the beginning of this broadcast, saying how there's gonna be a lot of pressure on that Breach to use your util well, and I gotta say, he lived up to the hype with that one.
Yeah, supporting Jetcracker, supporting Lost in the Sauce. I want to say like at least like 10-15% of their kills were on stun players.
Absolutely, and also the stall, just denying the people behind the Neon from actually getting in, absolutely critical to make sure that you can flood out back onto site on that defense, and of course having space to take on attack.
Yeah, well, Breach is a more common pick on Haven. Let's see if he's just as comfortable on this Bind map, which Breach, again, like you said, is not that common of a pick. Let's see, who do you got for a second map?
I mean, I have to say, I expect a Jetcracker closeout game right here. He had his confident Larry Bird blue game, kind of, because, I mean, it's not often that we see Jetcracker be that confident, right? Because he's just not that good of a player, but he was really feeling that last game, so I expect him to carry over that momentum into this game as well.
Hey, like you said, the broadcast is going to be biased for Team Reaver here. I just love seeing Jetcracker do well.
Yeah, despite all of his flaws as a person and as a gamer, like it doesn't really matter because he is just the I am stalker. So let's see what we can do this map.
But he's playing against the OG I am Stomper Lilac, who took the crown from him a couple years ago in the playoffs.
It's true. We're gonna see what looks like a very, very slow round this time. Quite the opposite coming out of Team Reaver, where they are just really slow defaulting out towards the short areas of the map. And Team Evori don't exactly know what's going on here.
So they've taken no space since the start of the round.
Lost in the sauce. Might have to... Okay, no, it's gonna be... I can't tell it's saying first contact right now. And the smokes are gonna go out, so it's gonna be a really, really fast exit off of no contact. Lilac gonna be playing close, and wow, gets jumped over and dunked on by Jetcracker jumping through that smoke. And yet all of a sudden, Evori immediately on the back foot as Jetcracker beating the timing, assassinates Reindog in the back, and he wants more. Greed gets punished. It's one of the biggest sins you could possibly make. And does this compromise Team Reaver's position? It doesn't seem like it, because everybody is shooting as Henry finds a beautiful headshot on his destroyer. Can't land those shots, but the HPs are going to be low as Albert Chen takes a shot, TPs out. That epitomizes the not greed. Wingman will be on the bomb though, and can he actually finish it off? He can't because lost in the sauce. Right there and then is going to burn Mathwick Air and headshot his girlfriend. And there's nothing he can do about it.
Jetcracker finds the first two, lost in the sauce, finds the last two, and they're just looking dominant as that first map.
Yeah, Greed out of Jetcracker wanted to pad his stats before the rounds get hard. Really looking to maximize impact there after dunking on Lilac and being the round. Maybe got a little bit too confident once again, but you know what? Sure, he got us through that round.
As a Jetcracker fan, I'm going to claim that he was going for his orb.
That's true. He did end up getting 3 orbs into this round, which is not too shabby.
Almost halfway to that not dead yet. This time a little bit of a faster pace. They've taken a bit of long here, and this is going to be the right play as no one is really on site on B. They're both just sitting hookah, hugging. Lilac finally rotating. Okay, Team Evori is, or Team Reaver has completely slowed it down.
Yeah, I feel like they are looking to get either a kill or TP at this point because they do just want to wait out the utility and make sure they don't walk into a bunch of shotguns right here. But yeah, in general, scaling long does tend to be better than scaling hookah when you do have these better weapons. And it looks like they're going to slow contact into B here. Or maybe just explode with that breach.
Yeah, same plan as last round. The Prowler probably going to show that there's no one on site, no one hiding in any corners, and Jetcracker's in.
Jor Kitten is out first this round, smelling these ecos, really hunting. You could say it's orbs, you could say it's greed, I say it's both, but he's going to play this corner looking to just try to farm up his KD because you know that's what he really cares about.
I mean, nice smoke out of Lilac, creating question marks, but the first pick in the round is still going to go the way of Team Reaver.
And it's a great wall from Lost in the Sauce that actually does allow Dragon to escape. Lilac just managed to find himself a gun through the chaos, through the fire and flames, and he's going to wrap Jetcracker, but Jetcracker does seem aware of this. But no, it doesn't matter. Jetcracker can't hit the shots. Lilac gets a third. Maybe he can get a fourth. Looking for the ace in this eco round to turn the tides back in favor of Team Evori. Lost in the Sauce, though, has a flash at the ready. Lilac turns it. Lost in the Sauce, discipline, doesn't peek. Knows Lilac will not be sticking this. 47 HP, another flash, another turn. But it doesn't matter because Lilac within the 5k ace turns this round on its head because Jetcracker couldn't hit the shots. It's 1-1.
Beautiful play out of Lilac, beautiful shooting, beautiful utility, just really great stuff all around, and Team Evori is going to need that as they get the eco and the bomb defuse and everything that matters in this game so far.
Yeah, you gotta say, like, given how Jetcracker did barely manage to eke out that 1v1 onto that bonus round in Haven, but now Lilac winning a critical 1v1 at a disadvantage this time around, you gotta say that these numbers are evened up between the two.
Yeah, and he's also starting with that ace with 5 kills into this game compared to only Jetcracker's 3.
Yeah, Lilac moving mountains to win his team that round, and let's see if they can actually capitalize on it by winning this eco round. Reindog managed to cross. Jetcracker also finds a kill with the sheriff, which is, again, a bit of a make-a-wish, and Lilac, again, says no more wishes for you, as I'm gonna get my second ace back-to-back with this eco. Just kidding. Twitch Destroyer takes it. But it doesn't matter because Lilac already has an ult, so ace, no ace, this round is probably going to be over in favor of Team Evori.
Yeah, the right play allowing the Phoenix to farm up the run it back, and they're just going to get mowed down by Mathbook Air.
Disgusting, unethical gameplay from Mathbook Air. Wall bangs with the Odin, there's really nothing you can do on the other side if you're Henry, and yeah, tough scenes on this momentum round, I guess, for Team Reaver as they look to bounce back this round, but this Odin is going to be doing work towards this B side if MathBook Air decides to stay there.
I mean, the expected result into that round as Team Reaver had a terrible buy, but now with 4 rifles, this game might be a little bit more interesting.
Lawson also does have this Phoenix Soul, and he used it very, very well last game. So let's see if he can match that value. Maybe a lot of early util. I like opting to play it in this smoke. I actually like this play a lot because of how much value you can just get. Jackcracker jumping off and falling off. Don't know why he's doing that. Does manage to get a res off, but it doesn't matter because he gets instant taken out again. So this time he's the greedy one himself. Rez is in the open, expecting to find one and perhaps survive. Don't really know how that one's supposed to have worked out in his head, but at the end of all this chaos, it's a 3v3.
With the amount that Lilac and Jetcracker have played Clove, I don't really know what those reses were.
I'm not gonna lie, that might have been one of the most unusual Clove res rounds I've ever seen.
Very disgusting gameplay from both of them, but they're gonna leave both their teams in a 3v3, long gone, but not forgotten, and Team Reaver are going to run into 2-inch destroyer here.
Yeah, and speaking of montages, I think that could definitely go into both of theirs, but it's going to be a quick showers exit coming out of Team Reaver, which is a bit unusual, but looks like Dragadon might be able to actually secure it and keep the bomb plant down if you don't get spammed here. iPad Air wants to maybe deny that. Albert Chen with some nice covering fire is going to put numbers in favor of Team Reaver. I think that is MathBook Air with that Odin. Disgusting gameplay once again. Finds that spam and is going to put Wingman on bomb here. Albert Chen and Henry looking to do from the shower's position, walking into an Odin is going to be difficult. MathBook Air finds one, and Twins Destroyer finds the other. Beautifully played 2v3 in another big round in favor of Team Evori.
MathBook Air with some excellent util there. Mosh to zone the space, then Wingman on bomb, forcing them to swing into that waiting Odin.
And yeah, that's what we talk about, this Odin not only being a disgusting weapon, but also why exiting from showers is quite unusual, because once you are out, it's very hard to get out, like to get space after you actually get that bomb down, and that's exactly what we saw. MathBook Air getting a lot of value with that Odin, just having to spray a straight line. Yeah, I think the two Cloves are having a mid-off that they're talking to each other about how each person had the worst Clove res, when both of them had quite tragic Clove reses, so a bit of a race to the bottom in that one.
Perfectly well said. Race to the bottom is exactly what I would call it as well. It's like two puppies barking at each other.
Yeah, and when that fence gate opens, none of them really came out on top. MathBook Air under pressure though, could have the Odin on that really dangerous line, couldn't find one. Rhindog though playing a really, really nice position right now. But yeah, it looks like nobody's actually gonna walk in that hookah smoke, and Rhindog's gonna be able to get out. Oh, whoa. Okay, Albert Chen dying to a Gecko Molly is not usual either. Jetcracker walking right into MathBook Air. This round is a bit of a fever dream. I don't know what's going on.
Well, it's Team Reaver's eco, so maybe they won't be too unhappy with this, but they're gonna probably be sitting at a 1-4 deficit in about 30 seconds.
MathBook Air really confident holding this headshot angle with Odin. It's a bit unusual, and it is not that easy to actually hold this angle, and Dragadon might be the victim if MathBook Air continues to feel it like he is this round.
Now they've elected to slow it down. They don't really have much to do, much space to garner, and yeah, you might be right. Dragadon might be a victim here. Oh, actually walks back away.
And it's gonna be, I can't really tell. I think it's gonna be an A fake with a late Dragadon B bomb plant, but this is looking a little bit suspicious because people aren't rotating away on Evori.
One enemy remaining.
Okay, yeah. And the fake got sold. I hope that was Ron Stanton's call because that seems like something he would do, and the fake is unsuccessful.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you know what? They really didn't have a lot of options into that round. It's a 3v5 sitting on almost no guns with no space. It's hard, and the expected result is the result.
Yeah, a bit of a different story from last game. Jetcracker having a bit of a slow start, unfortunately, and so is Dragadon after his heroics last game. But yeah, Lilac taking advantage of Reaver's slow start. 11-3 right now, absolutely gapping the rest of Team Reaver. MathBook Air not having a shabby start either.
Yeah, he's been electric on that Gecko early into this game.
Yeah. iPad Air though, great cam. We'll spot out some long pressure, and it's gonna be MathBook Air and iPad Air gonna be locking down this elbow space. Odin and rifle in hand. Another good molly. There should be a lot of great stalling. Reaver though still managed to find their way out into an empty site for now.
Found my wire.
They spot out the pressure, but can't really do too much except hold elbow here. And this is gonna be a little bit of a tough refake.
Early Gecko does find one. Jetcracker though with the covering fire saves his boy, lost in the sauce. Justin gonna stay alive, and Jetcracker finds two. Jetcracker trying to find his flame, get online in this round. He's activated.
The moment we talk about Jackcracker like not showing up, he immediately gets 2.
Lilac though, a lot of pressure on him, finds the one over to Jetcracker and isn't ready. George hitting the movement, not crouching, wins the fight. Rindog though can't close him out, and Jetcracker feeling himself, got his momentum back, and he finds 4 in the round. That's huge.
We know Jorkitten wouldn't stay negative for long. He's sitting at 8 and 6 after a huge 4K, a much needed 4K, getting Reaver back to that closer game, like the equalizer.
Yeah, George Kitten was not going to let Lilac keep petting him on the head and neutralizing him, and Jetcracker started biting back as he scratches them in the face.
Yeah, I think Lilac had killed him 4 times, 4-0 so far into the game. Now he finally gets his first pick back.
Another early showers pressure, which I like a lot coming out of Team Evori. So get a lot of information here, but little do they know that Team Reaver is 5.8 short with this breach ult. This breach ult actually, in fact, is not going to catch anybody because the showers players are making the correct play, and Evori's going to have a fast flank onto this A-hit.
Is Team Reaver going to expect this at all? Especially 2 of them. Jetcracker might be able to sniff this out. Is he going to get timing, though?
Will he get timing again for the 3rd time in a row? And it looks like he just might. He wants around, gets taken out by Rindog. This guy has 0 intuition for flanks.
Flash! Come on, let's go!
Lost in the toss though, under pressure, finds Twitch Destroyer in that ult form, catches up Rindog and Twitch Destroyer, big kills, finds 1 by 1, and he's gonna have to do more. Wait, but he's behind. Okay, don't know what's going on right now, but it's all good because Fatal comes out. It's gonna mark both.
Why are we not spamming the box?
Oh no, Lost in the Sauce gets caught, and Henry does as well. So a little overambitious in that moment, and the heroics of Lost in the Sauce do not get rewarded.
Yeah, Jetcracker picking the wrong direction to expect the flank from, and Team Evori will definitely take that as they get a little bit further, close the gap. Or Team Reaver, yeah, cannot close the gap.
I mean, this round, if you are Team Reaver, you do have Clovrez and Chamber ult. You really need to get massive value because if you give another round like this away to Team Evori, they might just run away with this whole game.
Yes, this should do.
Yeah, definitely the case, as Team Reaver also has a really weak buy with 2 pistols and a stinger on the side of their lower ranked players.
I mean, let's see what the Chamber Op can actually do, because there are a lot of long angles here. Albert Chen gonna opt to hold all of Hookah with it, which is a little bit unusual. Jetcracker though, feeling brave with his cold res, is able to sneak his way out onto site. Mike catches Lilac and Mathwig unaware. The flash of Mathwig is good, it rings true, but Mathwig is gonna take it out himself. And all of a sudden, it's gonna be all of this site owned by Team Reaver, unless iPad has anything to say about it, and no, she can only get 1. Rindog though is gonna slide straight out into the waiting crosshairs of Jetcracker, and Twitch Destroyer might be forced to save this off.
2-inch Destroyer will definitely have to save this off. Jetcracker back in his prime, takes the B site with ease, and Team Evori are gonna lose this round.
Greedy KD player wants this last kill. It's gonna tag up Twitch Destroyer, and yeah, because he wants to not die and lose his stats, he's gonna back off that angle. But yeah, Jetcracker gonna find his way and Miracle's way into surviving this round.
No, I disagree. Look, he already has ult, so he has no reason to hunt for that kill.
I agree. He has no reason to hunt.
I'm JC's biggest fan.
Wait, but Twitch Destroyer might actually not be able to survive this if the shower splits come out, but no. It's gonna be able to save that op, which will actually be quite useful going into this next round.
They decide to stay safe in that teleporter and elect to keep their guns as their economy was looking a little bit weak. Alright, well, Jetcracker back to having that not dead yet, so he's probably going to play a little loose this round like he did last round, and maybe he can find a big 3K as well.
Yeah, that Clover definitely gives you confidence. I think walking out that bravely is honestly quite good because at least back in that round, Mathwig and Lilac were stuck back site, and that's not exactly where you want to be when you're getting exec.
This time Lilac is on that B site. iPad Air is not left as a lone defender. They're claiming hookah space.
It's gonna be a hookah anchor, but Draggy Dawn spots the gun barrel of iPad Air, and iPad Air not aware of that angle. Now the one under pressure. Finds a very, very big trade. Gonna find out that nobody else is gonna be in that hookah space. He's gonna have to lock down the rest of hookah for the rest of this round.
Alright, a safe plan coming out from Albert Chen, so they're going to have to take elbow here if they're gonna wanna get a nice amount of space.
Jetcracker playing a very precarious position in the middle of Troop here. He's going to be able to beat shot from all sides, but he's going to avoid the flashes. I take that back. Runs into the flashes and the stuns. Hit by all the ability, and he still managed to find one through all the chaos. Rez is going to be forced, and he's going to get run down by 2-inch Destroyer.
Last player standing.
No, Jetcracker finds the spam. X-ray through the box. 2-inch. Unlucky. Couldn't capitalize on the Rez, and Jetcracker, good game sense there. I can't even lie. Finds the spam and the Rez.
The last 2 rounds out of Jetcracker have been really nice, but Team Reaver is still 1 round away from getting that equalizer, so they're going to have to lock in for the rest of the half if they want to take the lead coming into that second half.
I mean, if we look at the scoreboard, Jetcracker is right back up 12 kills, matching Lilac and MathBook Air on the other side as the top frag of this game.
Yeah, an unusual side from Lilac going 1-4 in the last few rounds.
Yeah, a bit of a cooldown moment for him. Definitely needs to keep his head in this game if he wants to have a chance. Why jump top from 2-inch Destroyer, or from Rhino doesn't get punished. But that op is going to be spotted, so Albert Chen probably won't be getting much action for the rest of this round.
Definitely a slower play coming out of Team Reaver. Unusual from the last 2 rounds, but might catch Team Evori off guard when they elect to do a fast pop.
Oh, the dog doesn't get hit by the trip, and 2-inch's Bucky is going to get spotted out. Yeah, I think Henry doesn't really want anything to do with it. Oh, and Jetcracker might have found a timing.
Hey.
Doesn't find the timing. It's a nice headshot and instant kill on the Jetcracker. Jetcracker's gotta be pissed about that one. And that might be the hit stalled. No, I take that back. No, Dragidon still wants in. Wants some more. Over Chen getting taken out in the crossfire. The fire meant for Dragidon, but it doesn't matter because Dragidon's taken out as well through the smoke. MathBook Air making every wish in the book to find these lineups and spam through the wall. Lilac with 2 to clean it up. The 2 top frags from Team Evori putting in all the backbreaking effort to win them this round.
Yeah, an easy cleanup from Lilac there with MathBook Air finding the early pick on the Jetcracker, and he doesn't even get a say in this round, just gets gunned down immediately. Lilac didn't even have to use his not dead yet, so they're going to have 3 ults going into this next round. Looking strong from Team Evori into this bind.
Yeah, you gotta say, MathBook Air is looking final form right now. This is some real primal behavior. This is like the most despicable Odin I've seen, and it might have better spams than Chat Park.
Yeah, and he actually is using the Gecko Yuto quite well too. Has some nice timing moshes, has some nice timing dizzies as well. It's not just the Wingman show.
This might be inappropriate to say right now, but if MathBook Air keeps up this performance for the rest of the series, he might be the new king of Odins, and I think Chad might be dethroned.
I mean, Chad's already eliminated from playoffs. He's already automatically dethroned, coming in last place this IM season. Yeah,
I don't even think he's been 15-6 with the Odin this season. So, yeah, MathBook Air really making his case as the GOAT, and once again he has a chance to make his presence known. But iPad Air this time, she's the one who finds the first kill and lost in the sauce. Another entry going his way. Jetcracker finding the counter trade on that scanned player through the smoke, through the wall, and it's gonna be really Gecko is shut down. So. Not a free kill for Lilac this time with his res. He's going to be going out first. Can't find one. Instant crouch phase. Not going to be able to find a kill. Dragidon, Henry getting more kills. Rhino finds a consolation kill. And might be able to find one more. Yeah, it does. Timing. Nice shot on the flash timing. MathBook Air and Rhino still have a chance against Henry and Albert Chen.
Chen's going to take a timing here. Finds the kill.
Nice flick. Can't find the second. MathBook Air versus Henry. Big to the initiators. Really nice fatal. Gets baited off the fuse, and she's gonna keep holding Henry. Nice jump spot. Still hasn't gotten half. Another nice jump spot. MathBook Air, does he have the ice in him? He's gonna stick half, and he's getting a wide swing, but it doesn't matter because he's gonna get the wide swing. Is that enough time?
I don't think so. Henry with a perfect play there at the end, getting Reaver their 5th round, much needed, and that's a tight one. MathBook Air barely can't eke it out.
And this is the scrappy game we were asking for. This is a slugfest back and forth as Henry hits a beautiful wide swing at the end to secure the round for his team, despite MathBook Air's tragic efforts.
Yeah, he might not find the kill, but he finds the thing that's more important, the round win. And Team Reaver desperately needed that as their money was looking a little weak. And now they have the chance to equalize.
This goes here.
The Team Reaver have managed to recover this half. What was looking like a very catastrophic half, as now a 5-6 or even a 5-7 is not bad at all going into this defense side.
Alright, they're going to go back to their default, going up long, fast, right, stolen from the second round, and iPad Air is going to have a lot of duty placed on her, pushes into the corner, hugging that trip. Is this going to be expected?
Oh no, but it's a great mug from Lost in the Sauce, and a nice punish. Lost in the sauce, big brain plays, finds a critical opening kill to take out that Cypher of all people.
Yeah, absolutely great game sense from him.
Lilac doesn't know how to silent drop. Unlucky for him, and that's going to force the TP. All 5 players of Team Reaver are going to TP. Nice jump shot from Albert Chen. Spots the danger of Brine Dog.
This way.
And look at this, it's going to be a firing squad, but it doesn't matter because Jetcracker finds the timing. Gets
Spike
traded out,
down
lucky for
A.
him as the number 42. And that's all I have to say about it. But no, Turkey Dawn wakes up, finds a critical kill, lost the sauce, entries, and closes it out. It's a 6-6 half between the two teams going to the second half.
Switching sides.
Yeah, perfect initiator utility coming out of showers there. 1 prowler, 1 flash, a stun. It's just all in support of Jetcracker to find that kill out of showers. And then the trades are just nice from Team Reaver.
Yeah, once again, it's going to be the heroics of MathBook Air. 18-7 right now, looking in final form. Top fragging this lobby. And this lobby full of a lot of great players, which is really impressive, honestly, because killing Jetcracker this many times is not easy.
Well, we do know that Odin is a little bit easier on the defense side. Do you think he can continue this effort into the attack?
Well, if he's taking it from the playbook of Chad Park, he will not. But if this is a new breed of Odin gameplay, then perhaps he does have a chance. Let's see what he can do.
Yeah, a lot of pressure is going to be on Henry as Team Evori is sending 4 players into the shower here, and they avoid that Fade Eye.
Albert Chen posted up on top of this truck. Might be able to find an iPad Air, but nobody else is going to be in that danger of threat. Henry, though, beautiful jiggles, catches on Lilac while spotting the rest of the team. And Team Evori, they might be forced to slow down here.
Yeah, good sees, and now Team Evori only has 1 smoke.
Yeah, Henry, though, second kill in the round, takes out Rhyme Dog, having a lot of impact this round, dodges the flash, and is going to take out 2 Destroyer as well with a headshot. It's a critical round for Henry, and this might be a lead change. The first one we're seeing here, or second one after the pistol round for Team Reaver. And let's iPad Air something to say about it on 1 HP.
20 HP, this is not going to be in question as Albert Lost in the Sauce cleans it up. My fault.
Yeah, a little consolation kill for iPad Air, but yeah, Lost in the Sauce though, giving a point closer towards the Phoenix ult. But yeah, the start of that round is absolutely Henry. Gets the first blood with some nice jiggles, gets the info, falls back, gets a second and a third from that triple space. What a huge round and a big swing round going in favor of Team Reaver.
Yeah, and now Team Reaver is up 7-6. Very unexpected after the start of this game, but Team Evori is now scrambling to find their lead back.
Let's see if they can learn from the mistakes and kill Lilac on this anti-eco, because don't let him ace again, and you have a chance to win this game. Because, yeah, don't give Lilac more momentum than he needs.
This time he doesn't have a shorty, he has a bandit. So I don't know if it's going to be as easy.
Lost in the Sauce manages to escape with his life. Great molly as well for Stall, and the rotations are going to be pretty quick for Team Reaver. Jetcracker, really brave. Once again, he really wants these eco frags to see if he can actually land his shots this time.
The one time he's a brave player is when he has the Cloval or if it's an eco.
But it's going to be a mirror matchup of what Team Reaver just did, as it's going to be a bunch of players keeping from Team Evori. And Albert Chen this time under pressure, caught with his knife out trying to run away. And guns might be going back in the favor of Team Evori.
Spike planted.
And we see the same thing from this first half. Oh, nice util here though.
But it's an even better spam and util from Dragidon. 5-3 finds his wake-up round. And Dragidon, what a big round to win this anti-eco and deny any chance of momentum swinging back for Evori.
Dragidon had started the game 0-7, James Bond, but now he's sitting at 8-11, going 8-3. He's actually woken up. Honestly, all of Team Reaver has woken up. It's not just the Jetcracker show anymore. In fact, it's barely the Jetcracker show at all in the last few rounds. Henry and Dragidon, both with huge multi-kills to get Team Reaver into a more commanding lead.
Yeah, we are absolutely deviating away from the narratives right now, because the hero plays we are seeing from people on both teams is spectacular.
Yes, and now with Team Reaver having 2 rifles, this is really not going to be an easy round win or an easy anti-eco from Team Evori.
But the buy, though, is looking quite dangerous. That Marshall's looking a little bit weak, but Lost in the Sauce, maybe a little bit overzealous with that rifle. He gets taken down by MathBook Air, so MathBook Air Odin does find its value getting that first blood.
19-9, and a lot of the danger has already been taken out of this round.
Chad Park could never, because MathBook Air is jumping out of that smoke, Back though is looking the wrong direction. Jetcracker finds 3, left, right, and left again. He hits the
One
flick.
enemy remaining.
And Jetcracker makes the hero play. Henry, can he find another one? He does. Ew! Beautiful pistol shots. Henry with the movement is looking icier than Jetcracker's.
I don't know. Jetcracker's gonna take offense to that because that was really clean. Just finds the beautiful timing onto a bunch of unsuspecting players that just dropped out of hookah.
Yeah, I mean, I can't deny that Jetcracker's aim was nice, but Henry's movement there with the pistol was clean. He was aiming
that
more
was
than you.
beautiful as well.
That was great. But yeah,
And
no, Jetcracker, that 3K was absolutely massive. I can't even lie. He did walk out that smoke and find 3. That was beautiful.
Team Reaver now up 9-6. This time they win the bonus, and this is going to be very difficult for Team Evori to climb back into, especially with their one gun really being an Odin. Oh, no more Odin anyway.
Oh,
And
yep.
now it gets even more difficult because I don't know if
he's-
MathBook Air is the best player on the Vandal.
Yeah, I do want to see what he has in store with us with this hero Vandal. I don't think I've seen that one before. But let's see what we can do with it, because it's going to be a early shower special. Whoa, I just get some scans up as well. But it's going to be early showers aggression coming out from Team Evori.
Henry does not want to give them that rifle and elects to back up, give up the shower space, but they're going to hold back sight here, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Walking up a short, the smoke clears, Draggy Dawn is ready with that stun. Elects to go back to the rifle, and Team Evori is rushing in.
But a great stun catches out MathBook Air, at least in the back, but it looks like the bomb isn't able to get floated into sight. Lilac is the one playing the bomb, wants to get a little bit closer to that ult. And MathBook Air is going to find one going in U-Haul, but no Odin, no game. Dragidon finds a very, very big kill, and too much destroyer though. Ooh, despite being flashed, does find Dragidon. Nice kill from Lilac, takes out Lost in the Sauce. This round is not over by any means, as Lilac and Twitch Destroyer have to lock down U-Haul while denying the fuse. And Lilac's gonna find another one as well. Twitch Destroyer with the Phoenix Soul is gonna give him extra life, and Lilac capitalizes on the pressure. Sunk with nowhere to go, backs against the wall in U-Haul. Lilac finds 4.
Lilac started that round with a deagle, but he finds the Phantom, and that's wraps for Team Reaver. A huge 4K. He's finally woken up and takes the throne back from Jetcracker on that leaderboard.
Yeah, is Lilac playing Call of Duty gun game or what? Because, yeah, no, that upgrade was absolutely critical. And this is the momentum that we're talking about that is just so dangerous, right? You lose that anti-eco and all of a sudden your money's bad and the enemy's money is so good, they have ults and they're gonna snowball.
Yeah, he's back on that not dead yet. Jetcracker sitting 2 away, and he's only on a stinger, so this is going to be a little difficult, especially because Lilac and the rest of his team just avoided that haunt.
Okay, we're gonna get another showers contact from Evori. They're really liking taking the shower space. It's not bad at all, and it looks like they're gonna get this orb uncontested once again. And it's gonna be an ult for MathBook Air, so look to see them use this on the entry at some point.
And now he's back on his comfort weapon too, so it's going to be a little bit of a difficult sight hold from Team Reaver here. Henry, a lot of the pressure is going to be on you.
Henry finding a lot of success on this triple area. Will he be able to survive again? Won't be under immediate pressure, but it's dragging down on the other side, who does actually get tied by the goal. But Jetcracker going to save his life, but gets instantly traded. But Lilac is the one who survives, and we know what he can do given this momentum. Lost in the Sauce finds a kill. Henry, though, can't find anything from triple. Albertchen with an off in heaven has to do a lot here while Lost in the Sauce with his ult is going to get taken out by MathBook Air of all people from the back. And Lilac capitalizes, getting and secures that kill. Dragidon can't do anything, and Albertchen is forced to scurry away. Tail tucked between his legs trying to save this operator. But I don't think he's going to be allowed to.
No, Lilac gives up the chase, and Albert Chen, the only thing he's saving from this round is the op, but the round is slipped away. 8-9 coming out of Team Evori. They're looking to scratch back in this attack half.
Yeah, and you gotta say, this is the danger, right? You lose one round, you lose a second, all of a sudden your econ is absolutely broke. And yeah, I think Reaver are really gonna struggle to put anything together for next round aside from this op. You do have Henry who could definitely buy. Jetcracker can maybe force a little bit, and if you get a kill, you can get res, and maybe that's your counter snowball, but it's a very, very tall task for them in this upcoming round.
Yeah, we're looking to maybe have the equalizer being hit in this half. And really, it's going to be on Albert Chen to find something early with that op. He hasn't found too much value so far.
A gift.
Yeah, and Jetcracker gonna be relegated to the Stinger. Stinger armor, absolutely a dangerous weapon, but with the way that Evori are playing right now, very slow, very composed, if you can't find those quick staggered kills on the edge of the map, it can be very, very difficult to play play that Stinger and get a multi-frag, which is absolutely what you need in these rounds.
Different tempo coming out from Team Reaver here as they're electing to take
Watching here.
way more space than they usually have. Knowing that Team Evori like to take showers, they're like, okay, you can have showers, but we'll take short.
I like this a lot. Change the tempo, bring the fight to them. This is absolutely what Team Reaver needs. And let's see if they actually get rewarded for this aggression, because right now, Lilac doesn't seem all too aware that they could continue this push, and he's gonna get caught with his pants down, but no! Lost the sauce a little bit too confident, couldn't hit the shots, but does hit him with the swings. Jetcracker, Lilac, runs up, both out, battle the close, battle up the mids, as Lost in the Sauce finds 3. Jetcracker, his ult might run out for himself as well, as he is desperately looking to get his res off. But it looks like it's going to be no cigar, but it is going to be all of this A site being taken by Evori.
Yeah, all Jetcracker was able to do was clear a little bit of space, and now the heat is back on Lost in the Sauce. Can he finish what he started? He started by getting them 3 kills, but he needs to find 3 more if Team Reaver is going to have a chance.
Lost in the Sauce. Can he get a couple more in this round to keep this lead for his team? Twitch Destroyer might catch a crazy timing. Hits a flash. He's gonna full blind Albert Chen. Lost in the Sauce
One
is
enemy
angled and
remaining.
ready. Hits 4. Is gonna have to find a 6K to have a chance in this round, but no. Rindog shuts him down. No more heroics for Lost in the Sauce. But he did his best.
4 is really all he's going to get. 9-9 back on that scoreboard. A really nice play call from Team Reaver there. Taking the short space, getting the first few kills, but the showers pressure was just too much again. I really want to see them fight for showers a little bit. On every single round, it's just Henry giving up the space. He needs support.
And look at this, if you press tab, 42 kills and 36 kills split down the middle between McBaker, Lilac, Lost in Sauce, and Jetcracker. These guys are so even right now. It is impressive, the performances that they are putting on. But yeah, it's a tie game, so this is as close as we could possibly ask for.
All right, it's like Team Reaver heard me, because now they have the shower space. The pressure is coming somewhere else, though. Can Albert Chen hold his nerve?
Albert Chen, cross or low, it doesn't matter. Takes that Twitch Destroyer, getting a critical first blood to bring some momentum back in the favor of Team Reaver. And Lilac really wants to trade this back, but might not have the chance to.
Jetcracker started the round by sitting AFK in spawn, but now it's on him. Albert Chen did the first bit.
Brave dash. Jetcracker wants more kills, but no, Lilac is going to be the one who finds the shots. Takes the Jetcracker, Albert Chen. Quick headshots. And yeah, all of a sudden, this round, very, very winnable
Spike
for the top
planted.
frags of Team Evori. Lilac and MacBook Air. 44 kills. Can they add some more to their tally?
The Fatal is going to clear out sight, so now we know the pressure's on.
Lilac gonna walk in it, but he can't land the shots. MacBook Air and Lilac stuck
enemy
in elbow.
remaining.
Lost in the sauce though. Shots looking crispy. Takes out
Going up.
Lilac and MacBook Air keeps off. More heroics. Finds one. Nice headshots. Isn't spinning the right direction. Lost in the sauce. Might be able to just nail this. Defuse straight up, and MacBook Air is not going to do anything but maybe find a bit of damage. Lost in the sauce though. Another big round. Two huge kills to secure
Team
this round
Reaver
first.
takes back their lead into this game. Now sitting at 10-9 with a huge chance to snowball away. They take showers and
Anyone
immediately
need
the round gets a lot easier.
Absolutely. I mean, Lilac did try his best there, despite a little bit misstep into the Fatal, and then a couple whip shots on the Lost in the Sauce. Those 2 kills could have been the difference maker. It just was so close.
Teleport's ready.
But just no cigar.
All right, Henry just has a Bucky. Very interesting.
here.
After winning the round, their buy is a little weak, but Jetcracker being a little greedy too. Doesn't even sell his shield for his team to buy.
Yep, notoriously selfish, the George Kitchen. But, oh, Henry this time is the one who gets caught by this Gekko. Looks like he will be kind of safe, but Albert Chen is the one who does have to cower a little bit because that flash would hit him. Twitch Destroyer though, his flash could be massive, but no, the ult gets taken out by Jetcracker, so good cover
Spike
from
planted.
good team fire right there to make sure nobody actually gets punched by that. So this is not easy to play. Lilac plays in the middle of the opening with Rindog putting pressure, dragging off the one to get caught first, and Lost in the Sauce, all he wants to do is survive, and that might not be enough because Henry gets taken out on the other side. Lilac can survive through all this, hits out the offer, Albert Chen is down, and so is Jetcracker and Lost in the Sauce, 2 heroes of this game and last. What can they do? Jetcracker finds a nice angle on the timing, hits the flash from his teammate to hit iPad Air. And Justin, once again, Lost in the Sauce has to find more kills, and it's not enough.
I got it.
Great movement from Jetcracker to get 2, but he would have had to find 2 more for Team Reaver to win this round. And unfortunately, he can't. So we're back to square even, sitting at 10-10. And now Team Reaver has that money broken too.
The coordination for a moment was looking so clean. Lost the sauce, and a perfect flash with Jetcracker's swing. Take out iPad Air, and I thought they had a chance. But no, it's a big kill from 2-inch Destroyer and Mathwick Air to close out that round and keep them in this game.
Yeah, immediately after we say that the shower default was great from Team Reaver, they go back to just giving it up right back. This time, the only thing that's left in defense is that trademark.
Lilac and Jetcracker, both 6 out of 8 on that Clove Res. If they could get it this round, that could be absolutely the tide turner that they need to secure 11 and hopefully close out the game for their team. But yeah, this is not an easy round for Team Reaver as their guns, but they are stuck on a Stinger for Lost in the Sauce, who does need an entry.
No charges.
Jetcracker will smoke them off, but they might be taking
Was
the
a TP
TP
play.
here.
Evori out. You're going to be walking right into the hands of Henry, who has been absolutely massive all game. Can he get some more from this position close right? But no, it's a slow from the trip. That actually might force him to be cleared out. But no, Rendog isn't ready. And Henry in the corner, finds 1, finds 2, takes out Mathwick Air, the top right, and Henry right next to him. But no, it's still the trades. Rendog, Twin Destroyers, the ones who can make it out. They take out Jetcracker.
And now,
One enemy remaining.
Oh, Twin Destroyers, despite taking damage, kills Lost in the Sauce with that, who was full blinded, and Lilac closes it out. 11-10 for Team Evori.
Don't be spending too
Henry
many
got
brain
2,
cells
but he
quicker than
doesn't
the
get the
mouse.
2 correct players as Lilac is left alive and just stomps Jetcracker down as he tries to take a swing through the smoke.
You gotta say, like, the idea from Henry was so great, but it's just a shame that the people that were able to get out managed to find more kills into that round, which is so unlucky.
Yeah, and I think he would have gotten a 3rd, but he got a little too excited and hit his scroll wheel as he jumped immediately after getting the first 2.
Once again, bot Lilac and bot Jetcracker talking in chat about whose timing is worse when both their timings have been horrendous all game. But it doesn't
I mean,
matter.
I don't know what they're talking about. They're literally fighting for last place.
Absolutely. Lost in the Sauce though. Like, honestly, I kind of like the smoke.
Careful now.
It does keep him alive for a little bit longer. Oh, but looks like
And
he
just
got
a little
spammed
bit
probably on
longer.
the cross. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a bit unfortunate. Albert Chen though, if he can hit a shot, this would be an absolutely critical pick. Because if you can kill Lilac right here, yeah, nice shot, good timing, and force the res. And Lilac probably shouldn't be able to get anything off this besides a lot of space for his team.
You will
Wait,
get
the
the
bomb-
lot of space. But the bomb
Okay,
is
Mathwick Air's on the
forgotten.
case. No, Mathwick
Alright.
Air's on the case, you got it. Lilac should
Alright.
die here though, doesn't want to give away a gun. That is actually a good play, so at least some brain cells are still being shown. Jetcracker, oh, a little bit overzealous on the shots. Shoots at
Spike
a
planted.
untenable wall for that Stinger,
No
and
charge.
on a tough flank now. Yep, you're taking out my Mathwick Air. A little bit on the
I
play,
know
I can't even lie.
exactly where you are.
I think Jetcracker thought his smoke was a wall. That is not a vise wall. You can walk through smokes actually. And now Team Evori.
It's scanned. iPad Air though finds another big kill on the Dragidon. So not a chance for Dragon to make a hero play this round when they really need it. And Rhino running straight at the competition, making all of the space, doesn't take a single lick of damage, and iPad Air finds a 3rd in the round.
Yeah, he just stunts on them
Match
easy
point.
there, and he's gonna
They
take
look
his
done.
team to 12-10 lead. And now Team Reaver are getting desperate. Albert Chen is gonna have to find something on that op if Team Reaver is going to find success into these next few rounds.
We are on the precipice of a 3rd map playoff banger for the quarterfinals. And it's up to Lilac and Mathwick Air to finish closing them out when Jetcracker and Lost in the Sauce are of course going to do their best to make sure they stay in this game. We've seen some hero rounds from Henry. We've seen some nice shots from Albert Chen. Draggy has had some great kills all match. But they really need to pull something from nothing right now if they want to stay in this game and close out the series in a 2-0 fashion.
All right, Team Evori is walking into both the players on Team Reaver that have 2 lives, so it's going to be a little bit difficult, but the flash is
Last
great.
combo, great combo from 2-inch and Mathwick Air there. See how Lost in the Sauce, there's really nothing he can do. And Jetcracker can't land those shots. Takes out Mathwick Air, so Rainbow is down. But Jetcracker still has to find his own way out, and he's going to manage to sneak away and back into CT.
The mollies and the Flashes are great as
Spike
Jetcracker's timer might expire before he finds a
Running
chance.
low, a euphemism for the state of the game for Reaver. Lilac finds a kill. It's a 4v3 for Team Evori, and it's going to be an impossible task, a defeating task at that, for Team Reaver to get back into this. But as I say that, Albert Chen and Henry finding picks of their own. Lilac getting a little bit too brave, and 3v2 numbers are in favor of Evori. Did Team Reaver, did Evori just throw?
That got greedy.
Who
Now-
really wants this?
One
Dog
enemy
1v1.
remaining.
Drag it on to stay in the game. Can you clutch it back up after all you've done this series? Spams.
At 1
Drag's not
HP.
on. Spams are a little bit of Riot, and he's gonna jump up, and it doesn't matter. Ryan Dog, big
Attackers
1v1 to
win.
close out this game and take us to a
That's
map
how we
3.
do it.
Team Evori keep their upper bracket dreams alive.
We expect nothing less from these two titans of the bracket. Team Reaver has been clapped back by Team Evori as we're going to the third map, which, Connor, do you know what that is?
I do not. Maybe it's Pearl. I'm not too sure. But look at this: 7 first bloods from MacBook Air. Sorry, 7 plants. I take that back. Not quite as impressive, but 3 first bloods. Still the most honest team. That part is still pretty impressive.
All right, we're on a time crunch, so we're going to be heading into that third map pretty soon. And I've been told that it's Pearl, so I'm excited for this also pretty old map.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Pearl, iconic map, absolutely. There's a lot of great fights that we can see. A main fight's ecstatic. B fight is an aim gap. And mid is just chaos. Expect a lot of shotguns.
The locks are fast into both teams here. We're seeing very familiar comps from the last game. Ryan Dog on the Neon, Jetcracker and Lilac both on their Cloves, Dragidon back on his Breach. In fact, I think that Team Reaver has the exact same comp as Bind, so we're definitely staying with comfort here.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we are seeing, once again, the Clove v Clove, Phoenix v Phoenix, and the Breach again. So, comps are staying pretty static, all things considered, as we're seeing a lot of repeat picks.
Yeah, I mean, in IMs, you want to stay on your comfort agents as a lot of these players don't have a ton of time between their Berkeley classes to scrim. So, yeah, a familiar comp from last map, but they did well. So let's see if they can close out Team Evori on Pearl. Who do you got, Connor?
I mean, ooh, it's a tough say because if MacBook Air keeps shooting like this, I might decide with Team Evori.
Ooh, maybe it was just the Gecko luck. Now he's sitting on a different initiator, Fade, which is more common for Pearl, but definitely a little bit more tricky to play as well.
And yeah, okay, it's gonna be Albert Chen. I believe I remember seeing Albert Chen have a lot of great pop-up games on this stream on Pearl. The lanes are just so good, and Albert Chen's aim is quite impeccable, especially with that Sheriff. So I'd like to see him put in a lot of work and have his pop-up game to close out this series for Team Reaver.
This time we're seeing Team Evori starting on the defensive side, same as last map. So they started out with a nice lead, but fell to a 6-6 half. And let's see if they can do a little bit better on that defensive side here.
Yeah, and let's see which Clove will get off to the stronger start. I think Clovers has been a very impactful, or I guess non-impactful if you want to say it, this game. But I do think that on this map especially, there's so many weird angles you can get around that getting that res is much easier to do on this map than compared to others.
I mean, the Clove ult has actually been impactful, like you're saying, when our 2 star players are not being bricks and just ulting in the open. So
Into each other at that.
yeah, so true. Let's see who gets the hotter start on this first pistol.
Yeah, it's gonna look like a strong B mid start from Team Reaver as they're gonna be blasting their way into doors. This is a bit unusual because it is very hard to fight street. Jetcracker just popping up all over the place with bombs, and Rhindog is gonna find 2 off of that. iPad Air gonna be under pressure and hit the headshot, but Lost in the Sauce is the one who's gonna come out with these frags. 3v3, but HP advantage clearly in favor of Reaver.
Lilac sitting in
eyes on
heaven is
Lilac.
nice timing.
Yeah, he might be able to jump out and find Dragidon. He wants to plant down, and yeah, Dragidon
enemy
is not
remaining.
able to do it.
Spike
and Twitch
down,
finds
B.
Kill on the other side. And yeah, Albert Chen, ooh, can't find the shots. And Lilac with 2 in the round, and that's a pistol round and a series lead going to Evori.
Jetcracker leads his team but falls early and the round slips away from Team Reaver. They really needed him alive. Lilac closes it out with 2 early kills.
I mean, I gotta say, it seems a bit arrogant to jump out streets like that and expect no resistance. Firecracker, Clove is just such a strong pistol round agent because of that overheal, and sending your life away like that just seems a little bit just too arrogant.
Yeah, the trades are nice, but you want to keep those smokes alive longer. B was really hard to get into because they only had that 1 6-second smoke.
I'll find you.
Team Reaper might look to make a wish this round, as they really would like, obviously, to win an eco round and swing the momentum back, but it's 5 guns for Evori, so they're going to be a really hard kill. Mathematic Air, the nice shot from Firecracker. That's 1 down, but Lost in Sauce, great flick. Takes out the Clove on the other side, but yeah, it's going to be trade still in favor of Team Evori, and Dragadon wants some more. Rindog says, not for you, and Mathematic Air, iPad Air, they find the last 2. Clean sweep, except for Lilac, who does get taken out.
The Stingers sing true as Team Evori gets their 2nd round, just a formality, and Team Reaver now has rifles to clap back. Let's see if they can convert their eco round or anti-eco round.
And looking at the bonus buy, 3 Stingers, honestly, on this map is not bad at all. There's so many closer angles to play around, and having your rifle on Lilac and I guess Mathematic at this point is definitely not a bad thing at all.
Alright, we're going to see an A split into this. A lot of pressure is going to be on Mathbook Air to hold his nerve in art. Takes early damage.
Angle, though. Yeah, that's definitely not an easy fight. Takes some damage. In return, Rindog, on the other hand, is taking out a 7 HP.
Nice spam from Team Reaver there. Just sees the cage, spams right through, and have gotten themselves an early advantage into this round.
Dragadon might want some action here, but no, it's gonna opt to the better variant. Instead, it's team up for success. Twist Destroyer spamming all of their utility, hoping to stall this push, but Lost in the Sauce will not be deterred. Flash out, volley out. It's gonna be all of this A site in favor of Team Reaver as Evori has to do another 5v5 retake. But no, Henry says, I don't want to retake this as he finds a critical on iPad Air. But Jetcracker playing through the smoke, finds the timing, takes out Mathematic Air, but Henry once again is the one making the plays, finds 3 in the round.
Lilac is alive.
1v3, low HP, and he can't land the shots, but neither can Albert Chen, so Lilac somehow surviving with 15 HP in a bit of an awkward engagement.
I think Lilac thought he had already gotten the kill, so he pre-turned, but he's gonna maybe force out more rifles from Team Reaver.
Ooh. This is a nice sidestep for the gun barrel. It's shown, and Lilac takes out Jetcracker, caught unaware. But will the smoke be enough? It's gonna go down soon, right?
Right?
Oh, okay, yeah. Lost in the Sauce closes it out. This is absolutely reminiscent of Map 1 when this is basically how it went down.
It was so close to an eco conversion from Lilac again, but this time Team Reaver will sneak out a win. But you know what? They're not gonna be too happy. They lost 4 rifles, and they're gonna have a pretty weak 4th round bye. Like 1 deagle on Henry, who just got a huge multi-kill, is gonna be tough.
But if there's anything we should take away from Haven, it is that it doesn't matter if Lost in Sauce is the one that catches up, because they can still win this next round despite them being on a worse bye. But the difference is Lilac is 1 off ult, so if he gets 1 kill, the tides of this round could completely be shifted the other direction.
Camera taken out.
Camera goes down, but gets the necessary information, sees 4 players toward B long, and 4 people from Team Evori are in the area, ready to hold this space, hold this B long angle.
Mathematic Air, devastating as ever with this Odin. Let's see if he can get heated up again. I'm sure if you're a Reaver, that is the last thing you want to do, but it does look like it's going to be a quick 5-man hit. Nice done. Hits 2, iPad Air and Rindog, as they're relegated to the back of the site, unable to hold this actual space. But all is given over. Jetcracker does want this small plant for this whole point, but he's going to find one for his troubles instead. Rindog gets a nice shot to Henry and hits a back shot onto Albert Chen. And yeah, the numbers are going all of a sudden in favor of Team Evori. As it's 3v1, Jetcracker has to do it all. Finds 2 in this round for his troubles. Does he know the last 2 are both?
Ooh, Mathbook Air.
Mathbook Air is too fast.
Yeah, and even though Team Reaver find the first pick, they cannot find the round, as that retake was just blitzing fast. Nice plays out of Mathbook Air to find 3, and Team Reaver left in shambles, down to maybe a couple classics, honestly.
I have to be honest, if Team Evori win this game, this might be a Mathbook Air life series, because the things he is doing with this Odin, Chad Park couldn't even dream of doing.
Of course. Doesn't matter, the agent now sitting on Fade has not slowed him down in the slightest.
I'll find you.
Early Eye is going to spot out Albert Chen at least having to shoot up the classic. But yeah, it's a very, very sombering buy here. A couple of stingers and some pistols. And Lilac doesn't want to get involved in this action. He's going to walk through that smoke. And it's not going to matter. Or will it? Because Massive Air is farming these ecos. He's going to invest the ult as well. Don't know if that was necessary. But no, it's actually going to be denied before he can use it. So the kill from Jetcracker might have actually saved them from using that fatal.
Yeah, both the puppies with terrible ults there. Jetcracker ults in a, like what, a 2v5
With
on an eco? And then Lilac just decides to ult in a 5v1, so what is going
on from them? I really don't know what's going on with the cold presence today, but it's a little bit underwhelming, I have to say.
I know I know these two farm them up fast, but it's not just something to be thrown away.
Maybe it's because when you res, you have a high chance of dying, so if you just use it now, you just can't die later.
I guess so, but both of them die that round.
That is true.
Any
For any reason to it,
Cage
bait,
trigger.
basically, right?
Of course,
But,
of course.
Once again, the buy is up. Jetcracker, though, is really going to do a bolt hog, opting maybe because of fear of the Odin, not going half armor Vandal, but he knows what's up with that. Lost in the sauce. Good
Flash
to the flash,
himself.
but he's going to spot the Odin. And Grind Out takes out Jetcracker. Jetcracker wanted to get some space mid, but maybe forgetting how Pro works. But yeah, there's a shotgun behind those doors, whether or not you can see it or not.
Yeah, 99% of the time. That's actually a stat. You can look that up. Factual. There's always a judge on doors.
Yep, even if they don't have money for it, I'll push around. Expect
Where are you? Still waiting.
That's just that's not included in this statistic.
Oh, okay, my bad then. I apologize for infringing on your statistics. But despite that, Team Reaver want to regroup towards B, but they were deterred, and now, yeah, they're really lost and homeless right now.
Yeah, they really don't have much going for them, especially with Jetcracker falling early, but maybe their one prayer into the round is lost in the sauce, having that run it back.
Yeah, he's going to be holding all of his long space on his
30
lonesome,
seconds
but
left.
they need to find a pick at some point. There's only 30 seconds remaining, so...
Joke's over.
Ooh, is
You're
Albert
dead.
Chen going to be the one to be judged this round? Gun barrel almost sticking out. And he's going to walk away, but no! Rhine Dog, the jury and the executioner, takes out Albert Chen
Spike
for a second in the
planted.
round, playing that spot. The little
Albert
goblin
Chen.
under the doors.
Albert Chen clearly did not hear my statistic. Rhindog with excellent patience finds the kill and has set his team up well in this retake.
Nice flash to deny, but it doesn't matter because Rhino is all the way out. Finds the third, maybe on for the ace in this round with his neon ult, and it's hard to hit. Yep, and it's another ace in the series. Rhino with 5, starting with the judge. He is the judge, jury, and executioner in this round because he has sealed the fate of Team Reaver.
A huge ace coming out from Rhindog on Team Reaver's buy. They're going to be pushed back to pennies. Rhindog, nice util, gets his team a huge commanding lead.
Absolutely, and they are just snowballing and stopping Team Reaver. Look like they have no solution for what is happening to them.
Alright, well, Jetcracker's starting off again back in the negatives. 4 and 7. He has not had a hot start to this game at all. He's been buying like a bulldog, a stinger every round. Maybe he should save and get back on that rifle that we know he's so great with.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he needs to take another Red Bull, but he is definitely not as locked in as he was for map 1. And it's going to be this tough buy, a little bit of a Great Depression era type of buy that might put them down 1-6, but hopefully for Team Reaver, they win this round and keep this game competitive.
Well, Draggy Dawn and Albert Chen walking up through A main might have a chance to get 2-inch picked off here. Sees the shoulder of both players, both see each other. So, ooh, we're seeing the hit actually coming into this A side. Albert Chen leading the charge, takes Art
Early flash
space.
is used. Albert Chen doesn't fully need to clear because Henry is the one who's going to catch off maybe Mathwick Air on this lurch. Mathwick Air though still finds Albert Chen, but no, Raid Boss is down. Fade on fade violence, and Lilac is just barreling through. But Jetcracker says no, aim is all mine. Does the flash, hits the coast goal on the Phoenix res, and is going to find 3 for his trouble, taking out the rest as it happens, and lost in sauce. Gets the final one to close it out. So this Great Depression era, they won World War II, and so their econ is absolutely back.
They are back in it with huge money coming in, and they saved 3 rifles too. So it's a nice play from Jetcracker, who finally wakes up. It's like the same mirror as last map. The moment I point out his KD, he wakes up, shows me wrong, and Team Reaver start their climb back into this game.
The Hitman himself, finds 3 in that round, putting people down, executing them, no remorse.
All right, well, Albert Chen is sitting at 0-7.
You want to play?
We might need
Let's
to see
play.
him wake up as well if Team Reaver wants to keep their momentum going after that last round. Has the op out. Nice shot.
That's the way to get on the board. What a statement kill out of Albert Chen.
A quick flick. It's like fly swatting, honestly. Lilac just left wondering what happened.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, and this
Go,
is
go,
why
go.
we invest in the industry of weaponry, because that op was absolutely critical to getting that first blood and making sure Lilac had no chance in this round. And it's going to be a contact into a B explode hit here. Ryan Dog has been doing so much all game. Can he lock it down from back calls? iPad Air is burning. Manages to run out and find one. Ryan Dog comes off the pressure. Takes on Jetcracker. The enemy Clove is down. And Ryan Dog is still alive, so still has threat into this round. Albert Chen on the line. Ryan Dog do not walk out. But Lost in the Sauce pitches to the other side. Pick your poison here. Ryan Dog is going to walk in, get dinked. Ryan Dog, will you live? And no, you are not going to be able to live in Lost in the Sauce. Finds a fadeaway kill, but Mathwick Air. Wow, lines up the ult and the recall point. And almost a third. But no, Henry. Big swing to close it out. And yeah, the momentum is now back in favor of Reaver.
Lost in the Sauce got a huge kill and then gets a second one for his troubles. Finds that round win. Reaver back in it even after losing Jetcracker. He went down early. He's back at negative, but Lost in the Sauce says he'll take it from here.
Yeah, I wish we could get a replay on that quick scope from Albert Chen, but yeah, that was absolutely a gorgeous kill to put him on the round, and a very impactful kill at that.
Yeah, good. Any Albert Chen stock buyers, hopefully you bought when he was low, because now he's looking to make his statement back.
No
It's gonna be another early B take, probably to, I actually don't know why. Maybe secure the orb here, because Lost in the Sauce can definitely keep farming that up. Yep, collects the Phoenix Orb towards that B long side, but it's not gonna be an exit, because it's gonna be Albert Chen leading the charge, walking up A main. Perhaps spotting out the weak side, but no, actually first spotting out Mathwick Air, deep invested into mid, and yeah, heavy mid pressure from Evori this round, which is kind of catching Team Reaver off guard.
Yeah, nice spot out onto both teams actually spotted out both sides of the aggression, but Team Reaver will be left with mid here. Now they're gonna head into Art, where 2 players are standing strong. Lilac and his partner are ready to hold. Henry
In the absolutely perfect corner, but Jetcracker, quick flick, smells out that behavior and takes up Mathwick Air for a critical entry, and he's gonna want some more. But Albert Chen, ooh,
Spike
nice
planted.
adjustment from Lilac, is gonna punish that over aggression, and yet Jetcracker probably gonna temper his aggression here as well. Throws out Decay, deters the push, but yeah, no, iPad Air and Lilac, they really want to retake quickly. iPad Air is all the way out, and a hard turn close right, spots the coattails of a Henry, and he's gonna hard push this.
Standing.
Nice dink, but no, it's Lilac left in the 1v3. Jetcracker will get caught by the same smoke play again. He will not. Lilac gets one. Doesn't get baited. Pops it over heal. Jetcracker 1 HP, cowering in fear in that corner. Lilac should know.
One enemy
Gonna find a
remaining.
second. Red's gonna be forcing Jetcracker, but Lost in the Sauce is still alive with his splash.
Well, that's
Jetcracker, will you take
one
first? You
enemy
will.
remaining.
We're gonna get farm for this montage. Lost in the Sauce, you got this, right? And he absolutely does, because Lilac is forced to save, but I don't think he's gonna be able to get away with that. And he will die at the very end, but he finds 4 before dying.
It literally looks like we're watching Bind again. Team Evori got off to a hot start, but are now losing momentum as Team Reaver take 3 in a row. Huge statement from them. Lilac got some consolation kills, but it really wasn't enough other than a little bit of eco damage.
Yeah, it looks like the airplane of Evori is losing cabin pressure because Jetcracker is back online. But despite him being 8 and 10 right now, he was finding he found that really critical entry on a really awkward angle on Mathwick Air. Honestly, that's a very difficult kill. So yeah, that was a very big game-changing kill right there. I can't even lie.
What will the cam see? Okay, the cam goes down. Maybe she'll decide to tap it again and actually sees 4 players on the side of Team Reaver. I've seen this round before, I think.
Yeah, it's gonna be a full contact play. Mathwick or iPad Air not having as much luck last time, and Brian Dog getting spotted on the jump spot means that I think Team Reaver should be aware that there's heavy aggression down mid, and yeah, because of that, they're gonna full vacate this B site. It's another empty house, which is yeah, pretty reflective of what was happening on Hayden.
Lots of half armors left for
Spike
Albert
planted.
Chen to farm, and this is just going to be a very difficult retake, especially
Bring them
with
down.
just that Cypher ult.
Yeah, it's gonna be a hard street flood, which is not typical of a retake because it's very awkward to get out here. Lost in the sauce, a lot of pressure early. It's going to be a good wall, which allows Jetcracker to isolate the fight on the iPad Air. Lost in the sauce, double flash, under pressure. Jetcracker stuck in the corner. He's going to get stunned out by one.
My ultimate's
He's going to
ready.
find one for troubles while being stunned, but the numbers
Out of
are starting to be
charges.
in favor of Evori. It's a 3v2.
Good seize there, but the smoke.
Last player standing.
Albert Chen though. Dragged on able to hit shots.
One
Albert Chen
enemy
can.
remaining.
TP is right back in the open. It's another 1 win for Lilac. 1 HP though. What can you do? The smoke's going down. Henry has ice. Bomb gets tapped, but it's just not enough time because Henry is able to swing get the kill.
We knew Henry was going to close that out. Lilac just played the same round twice, just gets a huge amount of kills, but cannot find the round. And now we're looking at an even half, very reminiscent of the last map. Team Reaver stomps back with 4 rounds in a row.
You gotta feel for Lilac here. These rounds are so close, and he just can't find the ice in his veins, just not cold enough. And these rounds are just slipping by the tips of the fingers.
He does have that not dead yet, though, so this round is looking a lot better for Team
Where are you?
Evori than the last couple.
Missed eye by Matt McAir, acknowledges his own fault. And that might be a big issue because it's a 5-man contact for Team Reaver up A here.
That's a really bad missed eye because they are not going to expect this fast of a hit.
2-inch almost catches the timing, but it's going to be a good molly to stall. Albert Chen forced immediately TP, but lost the sauce out. He is burning though, but he's still out all the way. He's gonna survive and audible people. Lots of kills. Finds super trouble. The rest is up.
Strike down.
And Jetcracker on the other side is taken down. Dragon is trying, but 2-inch Destroyer says no, lines them up, cleans them up, and it's a 6-5 guarantee.
Last
even half
round
for
before
Team
the
Evori.
switch.
So the missed lineup doesn't actually do too much as Team Reaver do not find success with their A hit. They really haven't found too much success with these fast hits at all. A lot of their rounds have been won through picks, so let's see if they change up the pace again, heading into this final round of their attack half.
Yeah, absolutely. And Jetcracker, once again, going Bulldog, but he has his res, so Bulldog is not the easiest gun to wield in this situation. Oh no, is gonna opt to keep that Bulldog. And it's gonna be another fast B, looking like Team River really like this B take, but Dog finally playing in an advanced position. Will he get cleared out of this pillar space?
I don't even think he'll have the chance to get cleared out of this pillar space as Team Reaver elects to just collect the orb and walk back. It looks like they're trying to also hold the A space. Albert Chen on the other side.
Yeah, Dragon wanted to stick around for a little bit longer, gets punished by Dog, and that's a rifle gone, so a bit of a tragic situation as Team Reaver are forced to scramble back towards this A site. And Food Destroyer has been absolutely great on these molly times to stall this hit. And yeah, what can you really do walking into this? Double flash, molly, and Lost in the Sauce still ends up going with his ultimate. But what can he really get as he's not going to be able to find a kill? And Lilac gets a free overheal in the back.
Really nice Cypher ult will reveal all these players' locations, and Jetcracker's flank has been completely given away by that.
Yeah, Mathbook Air though, locking down the space
Spike
to
down
that Odin
A.
and that
Last player standing.
and that Fatal and Jetcracker is gonna get run down in his ultimate. Dog is just faster than you, and Lost in the Sauce can't get anything. 7-5 half for Evori.
So an early start by Team Evori with 5-1. Won't find as much success for the rest of the half, but they'll still take the lead heading into their attack pistol. Who do you think has it? I mean, Team Reaver doesn't has one single player that's positive, but they've done excellent with the time planning that spike, but they're not going to have that same luxury on the defensive side.
Yeah, but I mean, defense is notoriously a lot easier to manage, I believe, on Pearl. Like, walking around mid is quite awkward in attack, but locking down sights on defense is not all that bad. And so, it definitely means that Reaver has a chance to individually pop off now, now that they're warmed up with that first half.
All right, we'll see in 5 seconds as we're heading into our second pistol. Can Team Evori find their second pistol in this game?
Yeah, early Fade-Eye gets disrupted, but it's going to be a contact art play. A split by Team Evori as, Dog with a beautiful slide, but Dragon with more beautiful shots. Well, he does manage to find the kill, but he's going to take a little bit of damage in return.
Ooh,
A lot
nice
of damage in return as
molly.
he eats that molly, yeah.
And that's going to have Team Evori take a few steps back, vacate that A main space, vacate all of art, and maybe head towards Street or B here, where Albert Chen lies in wait Ooh, he might be ready to feast on them.
Yeah, it's gonna be a deep B flank. It's gonna basically give enough information to his team that Evori are all A. And yeah, it's gonna be lost in the sauce now with Flash at the ready to be able to fend off this entire hit on his own for now.
Without Chen taking all that space, I don't really know why Team Reaver hasn't crowded this site.
Spike
Early
planted.
fight, Lost in the Sauce does manage to win it. Lilac managed to barely scrape by on his low HP. Jetcracker now, the round is on you. You have this overheal, you are the Clove. If you can get a kill and get a reset here, that'd be absolutely massive for your team. Here's that secret has been taken. Jetcracker should have been inkling that people are there. Finds a nice double headshot on the Lilac, gets that overheal as we were saying. He's gonna run it down with the right clicks. He is a tank. And one more right click required to get this kill. Alberton can't land the shots, but Jetcracker can with the jump shot. That jump right click just a little bit too powerful. And again, big pistol round going in Team Reaver's favor.
Just in one round, he is already halfway to that not dead yet, which we've talked about being super impactful. And now he's also positive after 3 kills, so he's ready to take this defensive half and take this map. He says he wants it. He's woken up, and now Team Evori are left in shatters with a terrible eco.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, critical round, but if we know anything about Pearl, right, is anything can happen. And an eco round can absolutely turn devastating if somebody on Team Reaver gets caught out in the wrong place. So extra discipline required. Jetcracker, probably not going to be able to walk out and get all your eco frags that you want this round.
Alright, Jetcracker, what can you do? The hit is coming toward you with Rhindog leading the charge.
Can't even find the first as Rhindog managed to escape away despite being taken down to 1 HP. Jetcracker though will survive, and that arguably is more important at this point because Lost in the Sauce has a very, very quick flank and might be able to find the timing. Albert Chen though isn't the one who's able to land his shots. Lost in the Sauce opted to give away his position, which is quite interesting. But he's gonna put pressure, but no cigar in the kill. Albert Chen ends up being the one to find it.
Spike planted.
Aware that Albert Chen did manage to escape. Lilac trying to really bait out the shot, but Albert Chen staying disciplined, not taking it. And it's going to be the flash that actually enables Lilac to get the kill. So beautiful teamwork from 2-inch Destroyer, but it's still numbers in favor of Team Reaver. But Henry, though, Aries a bit harder to pilot, and it doesn't matter because Lost in the Sauce and Jetcracker, discipline required, but they do clean this round.
And now he's just sitting 1 away from the old. Great roundabout of Evori though. They got the plant, they got some nice kills, showed some nice teamwork, so they do have some attack strategies in the second half. Let's see when they have actual rifles what they can do. And we're gonna see all of Team Evori having those rifles into this 3rd round of the half.
Yep, this is a perfect buy right now for Team Evori, and both the Cloves are 1-up ultimate, so whoever can get that ult off first definitely has the advantage in this round, except for the fact that Reaver are well and truly broke this round again. Jetcracker has a bulky full armor, which is not exactly what you'd want to see on a guy who might need that res to go round 2. But yeah, great teamwork from Evori is what allows this buy to be this good. That flash from 2-inch Destroyer was a huge difference maker, and it's going to be another A contact, just like the pistol round. And Rhindog, let's see if we can hit a better side this time.
Lost in the Sauce is ready to take this pressure. It's going to be all on you, maybe a little bit of support, but
once again, Lost in the Sauce wins that side fight, but Lilac, though, is the one capitalizing off the pressure, finds 2. Jetcracker continues to land the shots, finds the first one, that's the first one you need, finds the second, maybe get a 3rd for your troubles, and he does because Lilac just misses right in the open. Once again, the cold reses are just not getting the value that you need. Jetcracker, though, upgraded with the gun, nice little jiggle, and a 4K for Jetcracker. The George Kitten himself, I doubted his lucky, but he made the most out of that situation right there.
And he's tied Lilac at the top of the board. Both Cloves sitting at 21 and 14, but now Team Reaver has the lead with that Bucky play huge out of Jetcracker.
Jetcracker is wide awake, but I will say though that res from Lilac attempted to pull the pressure away from his teammate, but his teammate gets taken out, and he himself is once again run down, and now their money is tragic. And so, as we were saying, the momentum is just that easy to shift back and forth.
Mathbook Air with the forced Odin is going to be a lot on him.
Jetcracker eating a scan, but it doesn't matter because he still finds Rhindog, wants some more. Don't know about this one because if you die, if your res will be forced, and that camp is going to tag him as well. So yeah, okay, Jetcracker, because of that camp, is going to be forced back. This is probably better for him, all things considered.
Yeah, definitely the correct play there. Maybe you give up Street, but you're in an advantage, so it's really fine to give up that space, especially with Lost in the Sauce in their spawn.
Yeah, Lost in the Sauce Also gonna make a wide decision. Wait, don't fall and make noise though. I think he might have. Yeah. Position definitely giving it away now. Lilac definitely wants this fight. It's gonna be a wide swing from Toon's Destroyer. Really well done. Lost in the sauce. Doesn't know where to aim in between the two. And yet Albert on the other side is gonna be the one to make a push again. But Team Evori don't want to get flanked, so they are gonna be holding for it.
So both trips down, but are they going to expect Albert Chen to be in mid here instead of just lurking outside B? They're going to have a very slow timing back into this space.
Albert Chen could have the craziest timing of 2026. If he walks out, he's going to hear all the noise. And yeah, it's going to cause the rotations of Team Reaver to maybe be there. And they could potentially beat them if Jordan can get a smoke down. But the tempo from Team Evori is quite quick.
Drop in a smoke.
Nice smoke, but they're going to disrespect it completely. And they're going to have the site.
Down from Henry, a little bit off. But it shouldn't matter at this point. But the fight is about to go down. Oh no, iPad Air's Boost first, lining up for Albert Chen and dragging on. Henry finds another one with the Odin. Lilac all by his lonesome, can't find it. Henry though, saying, Mathwick Air, your Odin is now my Odin, now I'm getting two with it. And that's a 9th round and a good anti-eco for Team Reaver.
Yeah, absolutely huge. Jetcracker also saves his ult for like the first time in this entire game. Has a couple brain cells that are functioning. And now Team Reaver look to run away with this defensive pass.
Absolutely. Having faith in your teammates is of utmost importance, because now having this gold res in the gun round is just so much better value.
Of course, and they're really rich too. And that op on Pearl always is dangerous, so Albert Chen can get active here, walk down B long, take the space with that op.
If we press tab though, I'm not a big fan of the double Odin setup here. I'm a little bit nervous. Because one Odin's good, two Odins can be good, but if you lose them, retaking into the Odins, that's not so good.
That's true, that's true. And Pearl is known for its shotgun, so I'm surprised we don't see any of the Team Reaver players electing to make that purchase instead.
All right, feeling a bit brave on street here. Lost in Sauce will be the one that does have to actually farm these kills on this angle, as long as it doesn't get pushed off by utility.
Great game sense from Jetcracker to smoke off Art here, and he's gonna force that Phoenix ult out.
Early Phoenix ult to Destroyer, but immediately taken down by the Odin. Lost in Sauce with a nice track and takes out Rhino as well. But Lilac is the one to find that trade, and Odin is down, so let's see what Master Derek can do with it. Henry finds Reno, locks it down, so that's where the second Odin comes into play. And I was absolutely wrong, because this second Odin, the second line of defense on the Maginot line, is absolutely working.
Yeah, just a KJ turret sitting on top of that little wall, holds down the fort, and Team Evori are just left in tatters. They're going to have to go back into this chamber trip where Dragidon lies in wait.
Yeah, we are seeing 4 trench warfare for Toon's Destroyer here, as you are running face first into 2 machine guns, and that is just not where you want to be.
Left.
And timing is not great for Dragidon as he goes down, but Albert Chen is going to pick up the pieces and clean them up with this op.
B.
Yep, and iPad Air is not going to have an easy time trapped between all 3 exits. Might get pincered just a little bit.
Left.
And yeah, the jaws of this shark are closing in. iPad Air, how many can you get? And the answer is done. 3 from Henry. The line survives. We go to another round of trench warfare.
Wait, Jetcracker very selfless there. I'm not sure why, but he gives Henry the kill, and now Henry, with that 3K, has his Fade ult. He's going to go... He's going huge with this Odin that he picked up from Mathbook Air's body. Maybe it's the skin or something, because he has been electric since he picked that up.
Absolutely. I mean, Mathbook Air, you gotta show him what's up, bro. Establish dominance with that Odin, because we are having an Odin off to end this series, and you better assert your dominance.
Yeah, also, Rhindog somehow is positive in this game, but the last 4 rounds, he's just slid in and got no impact, just dying first immediately every time, and this might be no different.
Jetcracker. Streets under pressure, but these are his streets. This is his alley, and he's gonna claim his space. Lost in Sauce though, a little bit reminiscent of last round. He's gonna hit the nice flash though, and gets the lineup. Mathbook Air can't find the covering fire, and Lost in Sauce wants a third. This is his round, his highlight, and he is good for it.
Catch them.
Beautiful flashes out of him. Rhindog doesn't go down first, but he's gonna go down regardless, and Lost in the Sauce has cleaned this round up. iPad Air in the same position as last round, just an impossible situation in front of her.
Yep. Even harder than last round, which is not an easy task to accomplish. But if you can get this 1v5, no, sorry, Lost in the Sauce. He is the main character of this round. Finds 4 and another critical round. How clutch is this man? He has been clutching up rounds every single game of the series. and he gets an 11th round and maintains a perfect streak of rounds for Team Reaver to close out this series and I guess keep their upper bracket dreams alive.
Yeah, the defensive side has been stellar from Team Reaver so far, and now with a Phoenix ult, a Fade ult, and the not dead yet, it's going to be really hard for Evori to climb their way back through.
Absolutely. Jetcracker, I guess this is a testament to the dominance of this defensive half, because has not had to use his res yet. Ooh, early cross smoke with a flash out. Well played on the util there. Albert Chen is forced off the high ground and gets scanned. First to be back up to heaven. It's going to be a fast B-rush, the first of its kind in this half. Jetcracker dodges the flash. No more flashes again. And no, finds a Make-A-Wish 2K through the smoke. Lilac and Boots Destroyer are immediately taken out. And Jetcracker once more. He is running them down, smelling the blood in the water. He is a shark. And he finds 3. Albert Chen lost in the sauce to claim the other 2. And it is match point and series point for Team Reaver. They're looking dominant in this perfect defensive side.
Jetcracker holding down B the first time that Team Evori has gone B from the start of the round. They are immediately shut out, and Jetcracker says these are his streets.
Absolutely, these are his streets. This is his neighborhood. He does not give Evori a taste of what it's like to live there. And yeah, from how he started, a little bit negative to now 25 and 15 plus 10 on the KD. What an impressive comeback he's made.
Yeah, probably a little bit of a Red Bull stimmy. Gets him back into this game, and he might be ready to close it out. Send them home. Or I guess send them to the lower bracket instead.
Yep, Henry. Let's see if he hits the eye this time. The one that Massive Air couldn't. Has a lineup, actually. I haven't seen that one before. And scans 3. That is quite nice out of Henry. Definitely did his homework for this one.
Very annoying to break, too, it looked like there. All right, Henry, show us what you got. Holding down as the lone defender of A. Not be a fast hit, though.
Can this get broken? All 5 players of Evori are grouped up behind this A main smoke, so it's very tedious. We have a little standoff going on here with both teams. Don't really exactly know what they want to do. And it's going to end up being a big nothing burger where both teams are just going to decide to reset.
But on the other side of the map, Evori have no idea how much space Albert Chen could have taken. Hasn't taken too much, but he's sitting on that line with the op, so it's not like B is a really easy option to just fall back to here. And yeah, they seem to have the same idea as they're going toward Art or going toward mid, and maybe elect to do an A split instead of that just full A mid push.
30 seconds left.
And it's going to be an Art re-clear from Team Evori, which is not bad for them, but Lost in Sauce has just been so good on this angle. Can you deny them the space? And this time we added Neon Sun, which might be enough, and yeah, Lilac is going to be able to capitalize off of it. VAL love response as Evori do not want to go down without a fight. Rhindog and Boost Destroyer find their kills, but Henry is still looking it down in this deep entrenchment area. And 7 seconds left on the clock. This bomb has to go down. Jetcracker once more is going to catch a jumping Massive Air. Dodges the Phoenix Launch as well. He is doing everything in this round to survive. Jetcracker once more, but Lilac says no. The resistance continues as he swings and gets a nice one-tap. It's entrenched Henry. 1v2 to close out the series. But it's like he's going to a crossfire with an Odin. And it doesn't work out. Twitch Destroyer and Lilac. They closed it up.
You're never going to be favored there. And he's going to go down. Team Evori get their first round onto this attack side when they've needed most. But they're going to have a lot more where that came from. At least 4 more rounds to close this gap.
Yeah, and ults are pretty 50-50 all things considered. You have a Clove Res, you have almost a Fatal, and you have your Cypher ult, and almost Phoenix ult as well. So Evori definitely do have a chance to snowball this, but a Phoenix ult and a Breach ult on the other side are nothing to brag or nothing to joke about. Ready.
Yeah, also Team Evori has lost a lot of players in that last round, so it's going to be a little difficult on that money.
Oh, Chen falls off his little high ground, but he probably would have been forced like anyways. Has a chance to get a 3 shot off unless that scan is going to stand about it, and Massive Air gonna hit those spams. Albert Chen doesn't respect it, and it's gonna be a 3B site. Walking and taken. All
right, let's see Team Reaver's retake protocols with this Breach and Phoenix ult. Both of them are likely gonna come out just about now.
It could be huge, as the Halls players now are going to be the ones that have to do a lot here. Upper Chen finds an early pick up to it. A flash goes a little bit deep as Austin Halls ult is nothing. Randolph finds Henry, but he runs out of bullets, so Grindon can find a retry. Jet Conquer does land a shot. Lilac can't, but his res might be able to get off cleanly, and he finds a res for his troubles. 2v3, Lilac is alive.
One enemy remaining.
And finds Lost in the sauce. Albert Chen 1 HP in the back with the operator. What can you do in this impossible position? And the answer is nothing.
Team Reaver lose another round in a row, and they're gonna have a lot of ults invested into that too. A lot of big ults, big retake ults, but Reindog's judge shuts them down.
When it rains, it pours. You lose one round, you lose a second, and all of a sudden this game is just not quite as decided as we thought it was. Team Reaver have to close out Evori now, because we do not want to see an OT if you're Team Reaver.
Yeah, you do not want to give them a chance. This Lilac man is dangerous. Now has tied up the leaderboard again versus Jetcracker. 28 kills apiece, both of them looking dominant.
We said at the beginning of this game that it was going to be a personal grudge match, the battle of the cloves for the egos, the D1 versus D2. The narratives are going non-stop. The two IM stompers, and they're showing why they have earned their accolades, because they really want this win. Albert Chen does have his ult in the bag, but he's going to be forced out so he can die. Jetcracker though finds Grindog, but is traded out, and the numbers are in favor of Evori. So once again, another round looking like they can just win it. And less Henry's something to say about it. Nice lurk timing on the iPad Air, has better timing than Jetcracker. And they're going to have Streets and CT control, and all three of the Evori players are long B.
Lilac's still alive, so this round is really going to be difficult. It's going to be a test when you're heading into this, man.
Lilac, earn your stripes. You have a lot to do, and his aim is gonna be true because he gets lost in the sauce with 2-inch finds Henry. Albert Chen catches the back with air, but it's still only 1v2, and this is so hard. 2-inch destroyer doesn't respect the ult, but it doesn't matter because 2-inch destroyer finds 3, and it's another round, 10-12. The comeback is real.
Just 3 in a row. Where is that out of? Because they hadn't won a single attack round up until this point. With the B calling, the B hits. It's been a little bit more back and forth. Definitely a right decision from whoever's made that call on the side of Team Evori.
Yeah, and you gotta say, Albert Chen did his best, but it's a little bit worrying how easy Evori have found B. I think they might need to move a bit more, and that is the response that we see. Dragudon is now starting B with his team, and it's gonna be another B hit. Albert Chen once again forced off, but he's gonna end up on a more aggressive line this time. I do like this adjustment, and yet Evori seeing the pressure are going to walk away.
They force Albert Chen off the line, and as a response, Lost in the Sauce has rotated off A completely. There is one player on the eastern hemisphere of the map, so this is going to be a lot of responsibility falling onto Henry's shoulders.
Henry, once again, on his spot. He's going to be able to track and kill Reindog. That's the entry down, and he's going to survive. Big first blood, and it's clean. Jetcracker finds iPad Air, but is he ready for the lurk timing? No, 2-inch, but no, 2-inch can't land the shots. Those are big missed shots, and it's gonna be 2v5. The true top prize from last game for Team Evori has to do it all. Lilac, great counter shake. Finds also Henry, gives him a lifeline into this round. But Jetcracker says, I have something to say about it. Can't land the shot though, and the res is true. Can he get it off? And he cannot. But it doesn't matter because Dragudon to close it out, and that is the series, 13-10. And a 2-1. Team Reaver knocked Evori to the lower bracket. What a game.
Lilac with some nice shots at the end, but it's all in vain as Team Reaver are your first quarterfinals winners. Huge plays out of both Jetcracker and Lost in the Sauce all series have led them to this huge win over Team Evori.
Absolutely. I know a lot of people are at the CC, unfortunately, but I will see if we can get a Jordan Stanton to do a winner's interview. But what a game we just saw.
Yes, and I would be really excited to see that winner's interview with really anyone from Team Reaver.
Let's see. Yo, Jordan.
What's up?
Interview, bro.
Oh, oh my gosh.
I'm Dragonman. Thank you. Oh. Wait, Dragon back. I messed up. There we go. Thank you.
Hey.
Jordan Stanton, Jetcracker himself, the Jordan Kitchen. Congratulations on your clutch up 2-1 victory over Team Evori. How do you feel?
Oh, I feel great, bro. All these defaulting teams, bro, they need to sit down, bro. They're all so boring. Dude, they're playing in the center and they're still defaulting every minute. They're about to get kicked out.
I mean, talk the
Fighting
talk, you walk
words.
the walk.
Yeah, we ain't in Cancun no more. Team Reaver sipped enough coconuts. We're good. We're actually gonna win.
Do you have any?
Cracker feeling confident. Yeah, go ahead, Omais.
Do you have anything to say to Lilac specifically? He thought he had this win in the bag.
Oh, he needs to stop baiting his team. Hello, look at his first bloods. He's not useful. He's baiting. Matt Air is actually the best player on their team. I will say it. I will say it.
Do you think his own is better than Chad Parks?
Yes. Chad Park is sitting in the back. Matt Air is sitting in spots I couldn't even conceive of. I'm gonna be honest, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I think Mathwig Air did invent a new style of Odin. This might be the evolution of the Chad Park variant. It's a lot less baiting, a lot more working in action. So, gotta say, shout out to Mathwig Air. He might be a menace in the lower bracket.
Are there
Okay.
any fan questions for Jorkitten?
Okay, why are we calling me Dorkin?
I don't see any yet, but I do have one personal question. Especially on Bind, but throughout the series, we saw some interesting reses between you and Lilac, often at the same time, where you guys were maybe ending up in the open both times, right in front of both the enemy teams. What's going on with your reses?
Hello, in the moment, I know I could win. Afterwards, I'll think about if it was a battle.
And what's the takeaway?
Wait, what?
Never a battle or what? Like, do we need to watch them back?
Did you see my one on Haven when I ulted in front of that guy and killed 4 to clutch? It's
I
not a
did see
bad
that
idea.
one. That one
It's not a
might have
bad
been a
idea.
wish. That might have been one of the craziest wishes I've ever seen.
Just say what you want. I make miracles happen.
Oh, okay. So for every one miracle, you have 4 bad reses. Okay, whatever. That's how the math works out. It doesn't really matter, but Jorkin does what he wants, and despite not match MVP in this game.
Okay, bro. Okay. Well, I like to beta. How can I match MVP when he's behind 4 bodies?
Well, you might be right, but once again, congratulations. I don't see any fan questions, and Omais, unless you have any more questions for Jetcracker himself, let him have it right now before we never see him again.
Nope.
Whoa.
Thank you for the masterclass. Honestly, I was a fan. I know
Thank
CT's
you.
a hater, but I'm a
Yeah,
fan.
clearly. Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay, well, as Jetcracker goes to do some much-needed VOD review, thank you so much to everybody in the stream that watched. Thank you, everybody, for watching. This was the quarterfinals, the upper bracket quarterfinals, and what a banger of a match that we had. See you guys for the next session whenever we have our next playoff game.